Bro, I just let out the most heinous. I was like, ah! Like, ah! Because I was so scared. I was so scared, man. Mega 30 already? No! Stay. Oh my gosh, wait. I haven't said anything. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Happy 67th birthday, Uncle. Happy birthday. Thank you for all the greetings of the birth of the days. Hello, thank you. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I was so nervous. I'm still kind of nervous. I don't know why. I just thought that. Thank you, stick guy, for the. What is this? What is this tradition? Can you at least pick a different sticker? Why the poo? Why the poo, snake guy? Thank you for the super. I'm just gonna say super chat. Super sticker sounds weird. Thank you for the super chat. Congrats on being member. Shita for 30 months. Let's go. 30 months is crazy. 14 months. Let's go. More than 1 year now. Let's hear done. And also, it's anxiety. Thank you for swage. Membership for 10 months. Here's to another year of squawk, scribble, and mostly screaming. Super chat sticker. I'm sorry. Good evening, Alden. Good. Hello. 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 I can't keep up with everyone. Hello, Joe. Hello. Hi, Nimby. Hi, Mai-chan. I saw you earlier. Gamma, I love your art. I saw it. Wow. That's the first thing I saw when I woke up, I think, when I got on my phone. I don't remember. Because I was like out because of other related matters. It was like team building and stuff, and it was very awkward. And woke up at 4 a.m. to like meet the sunrise and walk around. And I was like, I didn't know about this. I'm wearing heels. I'm like, I didn't want to bring my socks. Oh my gosh, my BGM is loud. I'm sorry. I don't know why it gets loud. I tested it. Maybe I was screaming. Maybe it's my mic placement. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Have I been talking this whole time and you can't hear me because my BGM's so loud? Hello, Faze. You finally watch streams more frequently. Let's go with the thesis defense. Let's go. I just saw this recommended live stream. I don't know who you are, but happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you so much. Arigato. Oh wait. Thanks for dropping by and greeting me. Hello, Joe. Oh my gosh, wait. Why did I say hello? I mean, thank you. 31 months since Flamingo. Yotzi, you probably meant Flamingo. That's good. Thank you for, oh my god, Nutquacker. Thank you for Nutquacker and for 31 months, Joel. Megumi the second super PN. Are you talking about the noob? I saw it and I was like, thank you for the noob super. Did you not hear me? Did I hallucinate that? Maybe I did hallucinate it. Oh my gosh, I have been very tired today. I'm very tired today. So I already knew it was gonna happen. That's why I changed to 9 p.m. even though usually. What? Thank you. Thank you for greeting me. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh. YouTube, keep doing that. Keep recommending. You feel older with more wrinkles. I've always been old feeling. I've always been like old passing, you know what I mean? Internally old passing. So I don't really know. I feel like nothing's changed. Hello, Mega. Happy birthday. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, Alden. 22 month member. Thank you. Okay, this is I should definitely do that membership tomorrow because freaking I feel so bad. I was like I would do super, but I just paid a rent super and don't ban me taxes. Are you meaning to say that if I threaten to ban I'm kidding. It's okay. I don't expect any supas at all. 34 of you count my out. Wait, why are you subscribed to both of your accounts? Thank you so much. Oh my god. Why is your like out a higher membership in your OG account. Your OG Smedukin, but your second account is Switch. This whole thing happened, chat, where like I didn't ban Alden, but YouTube decided he's not allowed to chat here anymore, and he could comment on like my posts and stuff, but he couldn't chat in my live stream, so he had to make a whole separate account. And then just as randomly as he was punished, he was like released by YouTube jail, and we were just like, okay. Double the support, I guess. Wrinkle bro's a monk inside. I'm no monk. I'm just heckin'. It's my bones. It's my bones, guys. Now it's just revisions. Anxiety, it's okay. Once the revisions are over, you don't have to think about your thesis ever again. I don't even remember half the things I yapped about in my thesis. I remember having so many defenses and having some professors grill me alive. It was like Gordon Ramsay of theses. And I had to yap my way out of there. Maybe they prepared me for this moment. My thesis defense prepared me for stream. Happy birthday, you dumb silly bird. Starman! Thanks, thanks, Blue Rat. Thank you. Thank you for member. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I was subbed temporarily. 12 months is still 12 months. It's still crazy. Today's already been a lot of streamer anniversaries and birthdays, extra celebration. Dang. Oh my gosh. I feel like March, so many things happened in March. I was like back to back to back to back to back. YouTube algorithm hitting an innocent. Yes, that is right. Welcome, Sharpie. Speaking of YouTube being dumb, have you been struck by the auto-translate chat feature? Me? Yes. The auto-translate chat? No, but like the freaking, like when you scroll through YouTube shorts and they just like translate everything. Happy birthday again, Meggy says. Thank you, Brogu. I don't know what he's saying now. He's like, are you in the room with us tonight? Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Fish, thank you, Fish. Happy birthday, Baker. Thank you so much. What the hell are you talking about? What do you think I'm talking about, Stormy? What do you say I'm talking about? I don't know why I'm so nervous. I literally, I came from the team building thing, right? And like, it was revealed that it was my birthday, and my gosh, they kept singing like every other moment. They kept singing like happy birthday, and I just froze over because I'm not used to it at all. And it's just like, I was like, is this some sort of humiliation ritual? What is happening right now? What is happening right now? And like some of them are what, I got stun locked because of the what do you mean if you're a March baby, that means Meg was put in the factory around June this year before her birth. What are you talking about? What are you doing calculating the factory date? Factory production date. Hey yo, what are you talking about? You don't know that. I didn't know that. Literally, I feel like I was nervous because I had nothing planned. Honestly, Ketu was right. Nervousness, anxiousness and me go hand in hand, because I literally, even if I did have a plan, if I planned something grand, like for example, like a concert or something, I would still be nervous. But then I have nothing planned because I'm like, I don't want to be stressed out, and I'm still nervous. What is wrong with my brain? I think I was nervous because I didn't have anything planned. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like going live, and then what am I supposed to do? I'm just, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just, I don't know, because like literally the team building thing, they asked me like, what would your ideal birthday party be? And I was like, staying at home, watching movie marathon in my blanket on the bed, eating popcorn and you know, other snacky stuff like fries and chips and whatever it is, having a good drink. That's my ideal. And they're like, okay. Because the other people were like, oh, I want to go island hopping or something. And I'm like, I want to stay at home. Be alone. I don't have to mask and pretend like I'm a normal human being. Oh yes, of course. Oh yes, boyfriends and marriages and kids. Oh yes, of course, of course. I totally relate. Ah yes, Texas, am I right? Blitz, thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you. Mega won the Grand Uma Cup at July because factory production day was in July. Wait, really? I love July because it's 7th month. Gone. If there's no plan, I have a recommendation. Gone Angels cover. I feel like anxiety. You have too much trust in my vocal cords to be. I don't have trust in my vocal cords and in my ability to cover a Millie song. Period. Not just Gone Angels, a Millie song. I feel like there's so many harmonies just listening to covers of like a Galahad. Ugh. It was divine, but also I was like actively being like, whoa, there's so many harmonies in the background. Thank you for the birthday greeting. Thank you. Valent. Oh my gosh, Valorant. I'm remembering Valorant. I haven't downloaded Valorant in my new PC just yet. Speaking of, I don't know. I feel like I'm so awkward not mentioning the PC. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Be a mingo? I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I know that we talked about this already of like just say thank you and move on with it, but like I feel like a lot of people like they do something special when they get a new PC or something. I don't even know. I got a new PC for stream back. A Pacopia. Pacopia. Old goo in the tag too. Oh yes. I know I just popped in, but I have to go to church. Enjoy your birthday. Okay. Have a safe trip. I shall enjoy the remaining hours of my birthday, which is like a couple more hours, a few more hours. Spent all day not really doing much. But once I got home, I was like, okay, I'll laze around for a bit. New PC, we do a Valorant for 7 stream to break it in. I'm too embarrassed to do a Valorant stream because I feel like I'm probably super rusty. You know what I mean? Mega must be addicted to the Uma Derby. I haven't played it at all. I log in to claim my gems, do my free pull. Nothing good actually. Valor feels so different now. Doom. I haven't been to Valor in a hot minute, so I wouldn't know. The great 24-hour practice stream. 24-hour practice stream. Chat is the friend trying to get you back to your old habits. Valorant. I mean, I don't mind going back. I think I just stopped because I got busy. I'm gonna hop off now. Got finals to study. Okay, good luck with your final studying. I feel like that's so relatable because like whenever I was in school, I would always be like, man, it's my birthday, but I'm like cramming for exams. Because it's like exam season. 2024 Megu returning. 2024 Megu? What is 2024 Megu like? Like what is 2024 Megu like? Valo, what? Oh, is that why you're saying 2024 Megu was an assassin? Can I like do a I don't know, like immersion break, but like I literally how to say my wait, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I feel like it'll be too like I feel like if I say it, there's no taking it back. My lore, guys, or is my lore is or was like it was different back then, but my new canon lore is that like I am a healer. That's the thing I chose. But I'm so bad at being a healer because I'm so clumsy that, you know those anime tropes where it's like, oh, he's the ultimate blah 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 blah, like that. Like he's the ultimate blah 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 blah. And then you cut to his POV and he just accidentally did it and everyone is just misunderstanding. That's me. I'm so clumsy, I accidentally like or something. Like I just accidentally endanger people and they're like, oh my gosh, she's such a cool assassin. And I'm here like, I'm a healer, bro. I just suck at it, bro. That was my lore. So Assassin Goo, not too far. But yeah. I kept like holding off on saying it because I wanted a grand reveal of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a comic or something or a lore video or something, I don't know. But you know, I've given up. I've given up on that. I'm like, man, like past Megu was too ambitious, baby. Is the announcement that you're actually Seagull? People are wanting an announcement now. Blue did. Hey, I'm mega sorry. Did I miss the announcement? Also went to a cosplay con earlier and went cosplay for the first time ever. It was pretty fun. Might do it again. Let's go. I honestly, I feel like I would love to try cosplay. I just am like always thinking about the logistics of like, if I do a cosplay, I'll have to maintain the wig and the outfit, you know. Which my closet's already not doing too good. I don't have a lot of space there. But so if I have to do a cosplay, it's 100% worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna slap on dual blades. I love dual blades. I desperately so wanted to be like, oh, I'm an assassin, but I was like, no, I feel like I'm not cool enough. I'm not cool enough. I moved back to Japan basically when Mega started. What? I went back to Japan basically when Megumi started her YouTube channel Assassin Arc. That's crazy. That's wild. Bro. Can't do. Oh my gosh. Do I freaking say it? What are you guys saying? The announcement is that it's not that I'm actually going to be a seagull. But should I just like rip off the band-aid? Interesting lore. Thank you. Really add to the assassin look? What do you mean? What do you mean really add to the assassin look? For the first time, might be best to buy a costume first. Yeah. I feel like I've seen a lot of people do cosplay and like there were a lot of them who were like just stellar. Like absolutely like, oh my gosh, that is definitely homemade kind of vibe. Respect time, Megu. What do you mean respect time? Still remember my first time cosplaying, felt really nice now. Oh! Being asked for pics instead of the opposite. Oh my gosh. I mean, having dual blades on you make it look like an assassin. Yes. Bad-Aid, did we scrape our collective bingo knees? No, I mean like if I just like rip off the band-aid and just do the announcement. I don't know. I did so much like advice from Google or something on like how to break the news or something, like how do I do this? But I feel like I've already talked about this to a select few people who were there on a certain stream where I decided to just spill the beans. But the announcement is that I will be rebranding. I've said it, I've done it! Ah! And I will explain why. I have not prepared slides. I know that it's very risky. I really do. I really truly do. But let me explain what's happening. So, why the Pokemon lore team is already out of date? No. Look, listen to me. No, it's not. It's not out of date. Because I'll still be Bird. I'll still be Bird. Finally accepting her identity as a flamingo. Guys, I wanted to keep it a secret. I told Karo. Frick, I'm so mad that you guys are... I know that you're like kind of joking. That's why I wanted Gamma here. I don't know if Gamma is still here. But I wanted Gamma here because Gamma single-handedly made me love my design and made me like kind of being like, oh, was that the right choice? I always thought the flamingo thing was a joke. Guys, I literally like I told Karo, I was like, "Ah, Karo, how did you go about it?" And she's like, I was just very honest. I was very honest that I told everyone that I'm gonna rebrand. I'm gonna rebrand. They just didn't know what, but I told them I'll rebrand. And I'm like, but Karo, if I say I'm rebranding, my chat's gonna clock me and say, you're gonna be a flamingo, aren't you? And I'm like, I'm so bad at keeping secrets. I'm sad but also excited for you. I know. I am so sorry. Gamma, I really do love you so much because literally, double-edged sword, guys. Like, I used to never get fan art. And so I treated my art tag as if it never existed, which is why when I started getting fan art, I would miss it. I would have a fan art and it's been like, it's been 3 weeks and this was just rotting there. I didn't interact with it at all. And I'm like, guys, please, if you make fan art of me, tag me, because I literally, like, I didn't want to start obsessively checking my art tag and be like, did someone draw me? Someone draw me like a crazy person, and it's like, oh my god. But like, it's a double-edged sword of like, now I'm like looking forward. Yeah. I'm like to the point of stalkerish. Gamma's like, posting whip, but please don't see this, Megu. I'm sitting here. I took a day and a half to decide, should I interact with this? I don't know if it was actually a day and a half, but like, metaphorically speaking, I was like, should I interact with this? Should I be a bigger person and pretend I didn't see it? And I'm like, I don't want to lie. I saw it. I'm sorry. I was stalking. I'm kidding. I'm not actually a stalker, guys. You're safe with me. Anyways. Yeah, and I was like, every time Gamma comes with new art of me, I'm like, gosh dang it, I feel so heartbroken to rebrand. I feel so heartbroken to rebrand. Yeah, because I was like, gosh dang it, if I'm a bad liar. Because my anxiety and lying doesn't mesh well. It's not because I'm like, I think lying is the greatest of sins and I do not want to do it. I'm literally just very anxious. And so if I lie, I'm like, I'm like going crazy inside. Because even when I'm telling the truth sometimes, I'll be like, am I gaslighting myself? Did I create this false memory inside of me? Could it be that I forgot a memory and now I'm lying to people? It's like that. It's exhausting. So I was like, man, if I pretend I didn't see it and then I'll be like on stream being like, oh my gosh, I love it. I can't believe, oh, it's so good. And I'll be like bad acting of like, oh, first time seeing it. Shifty eyes. Oh, I love it. Because I literally almost cried. It was so beautiful. I'm trying not to cry at every little thing, so I held back. But literally, I was like, I feel like it's because it's a bit, well, it's still plentiful for someone of my size, but even like, because it's so very rare that I get fan art, I treasure it so much. I was like, oh my gosh, like a full-on like masterpiece. And I have been working on saving up for a budget to like turn just for personal merch. I don't have budget to release them, but just for personal merch, I feel like I'm gonna print out everyone's fan art, maybe to standees or like postcards. I have like this new idea where if you get a postcard, you can get those like acrylic stands that you sometimes find in hotels or like restaurants where they just put like a printed whatever it is, whatever they want to promote, like I don't know, a menu, a cake thing, a promo meal combo, and they insert it into the acrylic and switch it out. I think like I want to do that for especially this I'll work on it. I'll slowly work on doing fan merch for myself. No, as like an appreciation for everyone's fan art. And so like when like maybe perhaps when I go on a hand cam stream, I'll show it off. Maybe if it becomes, oh my gosh, Nori, happy birthday, thank you. Sorry, I was in La La Land. Flamingos can also have black feathers, pink, white, black burbs. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was like, man, like, that's what I was worried about. I was like, I'm gonna rebrand into a certain burb. What if some of the people who would be pleased by this change are not there by the time I release? Because people come and go, you know? And I'm like, gosh, that's gonna be sad. But also, I'm doing it for myself. It's not because like, oh, people have been saying this, so I'm gonna rebrand. I would have rebranded a long time ago. Okay, but like, I went off. Okay, I went off, but oh, happy birthday! Wait, is it 30th? If your back hurts, it might as well be 30th. It's not my 30th. What are you talking about, Razor? But thank you. Oh my gosh, let's go 21 months. Lol, true. I heard that flamingos and zoos get fed special food pellets laced with pink coloring. What? They laced their food? Sorry, I said my food. But I literally... It's the announcement that she's officially recognizing the flamingo truth. Maybe, I don't know. It could be, yeah, Philippine eagle. I could be a penguin. All I've said is that I'm going to be a bird. Flamingos are born white or gray. I did hear that. I do admit, like, I have been surfing the webs for like flamingo stuff just because I've grown to really like them. The more I look at them, the more I'm like, gosh, they're really dumb looking. And I love that. And they are like, I saw this documentary of some like a zookeepers or something, and they were like talking about flamingos, and I was like, this is just me. They're very social birds, and they're scared of everything. They panic at the slightest sound, and they're not very intelligent. And I'm like, they're alright. That kind of sounds like me. That kind of sounds like me. But I will say that we did like a team building activity, right? And it was like, oh, what animal do you remind me of? And one of them said I was a capybara. They said I reminded them of a capybara because I'm so chill. Yeah, I'm chill outside stream, guys. I'm pretty introverted. I don't know if you know it, but I'm super shy. I talk in mimery. And then like the other person said like I was like a swan. But the explanation that they said was kind of weird. They were like, it's because she's so kind of like just floating and like reflective. And I was like, what does that mean? But I will say, never a swan to begin with. My lore is that I was just delusional this whole time. And then I found out I was never a swan. You know, like in Ice Age? You know in Ice Age? Has anyone seen Ice Age here? And there was this mammoth that was raised with possums, and then she thought she was a possum. She looked nothing like a possum, but she was wholly convinced she was a possum. You know? Yeah, Ellie. That's me. That's gonna be my lore, guys. Immersion break. No, but like the chillest burb tuber in existence for 40th, obviously. Excuse me. These are some wild numbers you're throwing around, alright? How dare you assume? As Megan told us why she wanted to rebrand. Okay. Why did I want to rebrand? Number one, I will say I am extremely grateful to all of you because I definitely wouldn't have had this opportunity if I hadn't grown over the years and without you guys' support. So why did I rebrand is because I didn't initially want to rebrand ever. I spent very extensive research. I made Word documents of like different artists for every single little asset at the time that I thought were essential. What just happened? Oh my gosh, I didn't. Ah, I'm so sorry. Wait. I didn't put the alerts. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, wait, are these still catching up? What's happening? These are still catching up. I'm so sorry. I just saw it on Stream Elements. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Ubu, thank you. Thank you for the dono. Mega happiest birthday to the cutest, sweetest little swan flamingo. Girl, I know. I drew you a picture. Wait, what? More fan art? Oh my gosh, wait. I must go. I need to go. Ah! Wait, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank goodness that I realized before I freaking I will. I'm opening it. I'm downloading it. Wait, I need to make sure I'm not like gonna accidentally click something and show it when it shouldn't be shown. Did I open it yet? Oh my gosh, I feel like it's gonna be huge and gonna cover everything in existence. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Mega. Thank you! Thank you so much! I was planning to share it. Look. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, it's so high HD that if I smaller it, it will pixelate. Look at that! It's so cute! I'm gonna freaking cry. What the... Sorry, oh my gosh, I'm physically recoiling. Happy birthday, Mega. Hope this year will be wonderful for you. Thank you. I was preemptively crying. Do you know why? It's because I was looking through my folder for like, because I did download as many fan art as I did before, but I was like trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. And then like I put it in the like the, what do you call it, the slideshow thing, so that I can put it all there. And I was like almost gonna cry. I was like gonna preemptive cry before the start of the stream because I was like preparing everything, because I didn't how to say, I didn't have this all set up. If you notice, we've never had a just chatting before when I got my new PC, so I was like scrambling to find my assets that I could recover still, that were still like downloadable or whatever online. And so I like last minute, as soon as I got home, was like preparing for the stream. I was like, thank goodness it's 9 p.m. because up until the last minute I was like tweaking everything and making sure that, you know, everything was okay. But apparently my audio something got messed up. Yeah, it's so cute, isn't it? It's from Ubu. And thank you so much, Razor. I hope it will be a wonderful year too. I'm doing my best to make it that way. Oh my gosh, I can't. I have to finish my story. But yes, happy birthday, bro. Thanks, bro. I really appreciate it, bro. But like, yeah, so I never planned on ever changing my artist, right? Because I did extensive research, and it was a very, to me and probably to majority of the people, although it's like normal, quote unquote, although it is the norm for these types of things, although that is the case, it's still expensive. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, is it worth it? Yes. Is it expensive? Yes. Also yes. You know, something can be worth it but still be kind of like out of your budget, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I was dealing with. So I was like, it's okay. I justified it by thinking, well, I'm never gonna change it. A model will never deteriorate. It won't break. I won't have to replace it. Clearly false, because I was like, I'm never gonna replace it. So I really did like meticulously, like I would stock for example, like an artist, if they had like VTuber children, I would like stock their children. I'd be like, let me see what their models look like. And I was like, this is what I want, yada yada yada. But even if you were to say that, right, I still had a dream artist. And I did what ambitious Megu started out small baby burb reached out to a prophilic, is that what you call them? They are quite they're very well known. I mean, I think they're well known. To me, they're like, whoa, you know, but I still emailed them. I emailed a couple of people. A lot of them didn't respond. Yes, prolific. Yes, prolific. And so I messaged them and they unfortunately said no. It wasn't anything personal, but they said no. And I was like, I can't delay, because they couldn't give me a straight answer. They were like, you know, I'm backed up for a year. And I'm like, okay, would you be available? Do you have a wait list? And they're like, oh, we're not sure that after that year we're gonna take requests. Like maybe they were planning on a break or something. And I was like, I can't postpone my debut on like, you know, like a something like that, right? Like it wasn't their fault or anything. I'm not trying to blame or anything or them, but I definitely was like, okay, well, plan B, I'm gonna look for another artist that I love their art, you know? And so I did that. Happy birthday, Meg. What? Thank you, thank you! I thought Broco was the new mama. No. How would that even work? Happy birthday, Meg. Thank you, Santi! Razor! Wait, Razor, thank you so much! Arigato! Thank you for the troll gift! Arigato, thank you! Happy birthday to the bird, thank you! But yeah, so that was the whole thing, right? And I did already speak about this, but I you know, had a sudden urge of like, because of everyone's support, I was like really trying to you know, like I struggled so much with rebranding because like there was no logical way to gaslight myself. That's how I tried to deal with myself. I am so exhausting person. I'm an exhausting person to be around. If I try to bargain with myself, you know what I mean? It's like there's a separate Megu that I have to bargain with. It's like ID and ego or something. Wait, I feel like they're the same thing. Question mark. But I couldn't justify you know, things that are very untangible, very unrealistic, like oh, dreams. Video games. I was like, you know, barely able to justify buying cake or whatever because I'm like, food is food, honey. Like, you know, but like video games and stuff like that are like, oh, will you die? Oh, last time I checked, video games weren't a necessity. And then like, oh, yeah, but like, so that's why like spending so much, like the funds that everyone gave me, right? The funds that everyone gave me, I miscalculated and I was like, oh, they're not gonna reach this, you know? Those kinds of thought process, kind of like expecting the worst, hoping for the best, but in reality I wasn't hoping for the best kind of thing. It's like I genuinely like was anxious to the point of like, God, like what if I went live and like Donathon ends, it's like a 30-minute stream and I look like an idiot. And then months later, but so everyone reached the goal of like a new costume, right? So this all these things culminated of like you know, everyone got to the new costume, that like a new costume fund, I mean like goal, and I was rekindling my spirit because it got doused in water. Got doused in water, guys, of like, oh yes, I'm gonna do this where I'm gonna do it even if it doesn't do well. Like, you know, me saying like, oh, original songs, I've always wanted to do it, but I was like, but logically doing an original song as a small indie doesn't even like make sense, because like, I don't know, your community probably is like, you know, like, you know, it's like okay, that's cool, I guess. And then like, it's a very like, it really is like labor of love where it's like you can't expect any sort of profit from that. So I was like, I could gaslight myself with video games being like, oh, but what are you gonna do? Stream no games? Like, you have to buy this video game, it'll be good for stream. That's why I find it very hard to play a video game off stream, because I'm like, you bought this because you're gonna stream it, and now you're just gonna play it off stream? You freaking liar! You freaking scammer! And I'm like, okay, I'll wait until I stream it. And I have just so I have games that I justified buying. I was like, it's on sale. It's a business investment, Megu. I'm like pitching to myself every single day. Breathe, Megu, breathe. Oh really? Oh really? I should breathe? Oh, okay. Like, that's just me. It's so exhausting, bro. God, piss myself off. But yeah, so imagine me being like, oh, is your model broken? Also, like, if you rebrand, it's like 0 incentive. You know why? Because it actually might turn people away. Because, like, branding is important in the VTuber sphere. Like, you know, casual viewers are gonna be like, who you? You know, they don't recognize you anymore because you don't look the same. You got a whole freaking plastic surgery. You got abducted by the aliens and came back in a different... You got isekai'd. You look completely different. The only thing that's the same is inside of you. And it's just like, how dare you? You know? So I was like, is it really okay for me to rebrand? And so I talked to a lot of friends. And I'm like, I mean, like, you know, a lot of VTubers, like, they have different models from different artists. I'm like, yeah, but that's them. Okay, they're allowed to do that, but I'm not allowed to do that. So it was just very, like, very difficult for me. This is very, like, long. Everyone's like, Mega, we asked why. Okay, we didn't ask the whole backstory. But I literally was like, I can't do this. I can't justify rebranding. It's actually a net loss. It's not a net positive to rebrand. Nobody's gonna be... Well, some people will be like, okay, well, it's your choice. But no one is like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I hope Megu rebrands. Like, I hope my Oshi rebrands and looks completely different. And I don't know if I'm gonna like how they look afterwards, but I sure hope they rebrand. It's like, gotcha, baby. Nobody's ever said that. Okay? Nobody ever said that. And sure, you could be like, oh yeah, like, new model is like better tracking or whatever. Like, I can afford better tracking now, like a better service, you know? But it's not even that. It's a whole ass rebrand. It's not even like, oh, I'm improving on the technical side of things of like, oh, I have better rigging on this one. And by design is mostly the same, but no, I went for a whole freaking rebrand. And that's why I was like, there's literally no, like, logical way to gaslight myself to do this. But then I did it. I have done it. I was like, you know what? I am going to message this artist. And I'm gonna leave it to fate or whatever. Because if they say no, the second time, because I was like, hey, remember me? You know, you said last time you were backed up, and I was wondering if your schedule cleared up. It's like, hey, you wanna be my mom? You looking for a child? any child wanters around here? Specifically you? Emailing them like that. And I was like, you know what? It's gonna take a while. And they're gonna say yes or no. Like, I could be like agonizing myself and then shooting my shot and then get turned down again, and this won't even matter. Me agonizing over it won't even matter. So I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to like do a third costume from this artist mama and then rebrand after, because that would be too wasteful, right? And so I was like, if I pool a little bit of like a lot of like my funds and then the donathon funds, like if I pool it all together, I can perhaps do like new artist mama and then new costume. That's not possible, by the way. I am sorry to announce that because of the change in climate. Wink wonk. This someone of yours You know, like, I don't know, so hot in the Philippines, I don't know, my gold coins evaporated. They didn't even melt, they evaporated. So I am like being very transparent, especially since I also, you know, from the freaking shock of my gold coins evaporating, I also got into the hospital situation, you know, so you know, a good portion of it is not possible. But trust me guys, I have spent more on VTubing due to the grace of everyone. I was able to do that, but I have spent on more on VTubing than I have spent on my health and my well-being, which is crazy to admit. But hey, like mentally, mental investment, who needs therapy when I can eat ramen noodles instant so that I can freaking do more VTuber products like covers and stuff. It's been a hot minute since the cover, and it's all because of that. You know, it's pretty, in this economy, it's pretty crazy. But like, literally guys, like if I could live off of VTubing, I would reinvest. So I'm being very transparent with you that if I could have survived and like just neglect is a bad word, but like if I could have survived spending less on like the hospital stuff and the rent and the living stuff, god, food, am I right? I would have, but I'm so sorry. I had to dip into my funds. I was like, I'm gonna stubbornly hold on to this. This is for VTubing. I'm not touching a freaking penny. And then I got freaking sick. I'm so pissed. And it's, I can't blame anyone but myself. Yeah, sure, fine. I get it. I get it. I can't help being stressed. Okay. But like, I literally love freaking VTubing so freaking much, guys. Like, I wish I've never wanted riches more than in my life. Like, I was like, oh, we can't afford pizza, I guess that's fine. But then I used to discover VTubing and I'm like, frick, I need money. I want covers and I want these freaking cool things. I want to do, like, I'm so freaking passionate, man. I want to do this and I want to do that. And then I started looking at things and I'm like, oh my god, everything costs money. Gotta go enjoy the stream. Birthday, everyone. Thank you, Razor. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the gifts and your presents. Thank you. Happy birthday. What's your plan for today? Hello. I'm just chalking because I am an introvert and my ideal way to celebrate is just to eat good food and just spend it with cool people. So if you're not cool, get out of here. I'm kidding. I'm the lamest person here, so I'd be kicked off my freaking own birthday party if that was the rules. But yeah, that's my plan. I've been very transparent. I'm like, you know what? I'll stream every single day rather than plan a freaking concert, I guess. Just realizing, being like, God, I was like, I don't have anything planned for my birthday, but you know what? I'll stream every single day. And I'm like, instead of streaming every single day, shouldn't you have just like, I don't know, planned something? And I'm like, I'm too tired for that, bro. Talking to people is the last thing an introvert would do. No, but like, it's different. That's different. That's different, guys. Sorry, I'm like hitting myself. Not in a bad way. It's like soft. This is a soft thing. But I feel like you can hear it and it messes with audio. Like a soft, squishy thing. But no, but like I've been, you know what, like, I don't know, I think introverts still like hanging out with people, we just have low energy levels. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like interacting with people that I'm not close with. You know what I mean? Like, well, parasocial much? No, I mean, like, I enjoy talking with you guys because I can unapologetically be myself, low-key, high-key, whatever. But I can be like, haha, hee-hee. But like, I feel like interacting with other people, I feel like I'm wearing this like mask, and I don't know how to connect with them, or like, I feel like I've been burned so many times from like taking people's words at face value. I feel like that's why, I guess. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't want to blame it unjustly on other people, but like that's why I overthink so much, because like, you know how like people like I'll be excited about something, and then like there would be like, oh yeah, like yeah, it's like you know, cool, and then I would talk more, and then I would realize afterwards from their like cues and whatever, something, I don't know, I would realize belatedly, oh my gosh, they're not actually interested. They just said that to be polite, and now I've freaking weirded them out. I'm mortified. I'm a weirdo. I'm a freak in their eyes. And now I'm just like, should I talk? Should I not talk? And then my voice is like becoming so quiet. So it's just all compounded into this cycle of like, my voice became quiet because it's weird, like, you know, shy, haha. My voice became quiet. And so when I would talk with people, because my voice was so quiet, I would quote unquote get ignored. But it's probably just because they couldn't hear me. But the feeling of being ignored was still there. So I just talked less and less. And all of a sudden I'm streaming and I'm like, frick, people are listening to me. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like, yeah, I feel like I talk, I don't know, I also talk less. I feel like I talk a lot with Akari-chan and Karo, you know, and Stormy, on call and stuff like that, or chat, but like, even when I'm in person with Akari-chan and Karo, I feel like I have to very much mind my facial expression, my gestures a lot when I'm talking to someone in person, versus when I'm in call. I can just like ha 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 ha, like I'm like ha ha whatever, falling off my chair, haha. But I feel like in person there's just so much that I have to like be constantly aware of, and I'm just overwhelmed now. I'm like, did I move my hands wrong? I'm like, oh my god, my facial expression, am I freaking giving them the wrong signals that I'm annoyed? Do they think I'm judging them? Am I smiling right? It's so tiring. But it's not like I hate people. Okay, maybe I do. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But like, I feel like it's just a matter of comfortability. I feel like introverts or shy people, they'll be like quiet if you're like new, but like once you get to know them, they can get pretty crazy. We can get pretty crazy. You know what I mean? Chat's like, we know. God, Megumi, we know. But like, it's just nice to like be able to talk with people and not feel like you're being a bother. Because it's just like, I don't know, kind of soul crushing at times when you, yeah, like when you end up rambling, because they kind of gave a hint of like encouraging that, oh yeah, don't talk more, and then they didn't want you to talk more. They were just being polite. I'm like, just tell me like, oh, I'm not really into that, and I'll be like, okay, because like I have also limited energy. I just get excited sometimes and can't help myself. But like I don't necessarily want to impede on people and be like, listen to me talk, all right, even if you don't want to. I'm like, you can say no. I mean, yeah, social stuff. No, society is the villain. But like with family, like momgu and brogu, I am really crazy. I get weird, you know? Like I just have to be like a specific distance in terms of intimacy to get weird with people. Like I'm an introvert, and yeah, I would prefer to like, I'm a homebody, so like if ever, I would prefer to like, there are just some times that I just want to be alone, you know? That's introvert stuff, I guess, you know? Like sometimes I genuinely just like, I just want to be home doing solo activities, you know? I like how Alden literally clocked me and now I'm over-explaining everything. Of like Alden being like, you're an introvert, talking to people is the last thing that an introvert would want. And I'm like, look, let me explain. Happy birthday, thank you! Just stopping by, happy birthday, girly, thank you! Thank you so much! sometimes I overthink about what I say or do and think I might have offended the other party. Even worse if it's a topic I like, I ramble when I talk about stuff I like. Yeah, because like I'm under the impression that even if I am not specifically particularly interested in what they have to say, like I can't relate. Well, okay, what they have to say is not good. Like let's say like they're talking about a fandom that I don't really know about, but they're like really excited about it. I feel like I get like strung along and I'm like, man, they're really excited about this. Oh, that's pretty cool. You know, like I'm not bothered by it. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Like I'm not like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's so cool, because I can't, you know, like I don't know anything about it. But their excitement is what like I can relate to, where it's like, oh, it's pretty cool, they're pretty excited about this. So I'd assume that other people are kind of the same. I don't know, when they say like, oh yeah, like tell me more. And then I realize that I've been yapping, and then I look, and then they're like on their phone looking annoyed. And I'm like, oh frick. They were being polite. Ah! I didn't get the hint. And then I just shut up. And they don't even notice that I shut up. And I'm like, that happened freaking today. I rambled and rambled. Like I rambled and rambled. And then they like oh, how to say, like they like, what do you say this, like we were traveling and there were people in the front, we were in the back, and then I was talking like just, you know, like pretty normal. I don't think I was like particularly like super excited, but it was like, oh, it was a really cool, like, you know, we were talking about a specific movie. And then they were like, yeah. And then all of a sudden they like kind of like, the people in the front were like talking, and then they kind of joined in mid sentence, and then they stopped talking, and then the person like that I was quote unquote talking to, I kind of just like leaned back after they joined in on the front people's conversation. They leaned back, then went back to their phone, and then I realized in that moment, oh my god, I was being annoying. Frick. Frick. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awkward because we're in a vehicle and I can't like go away. I have to just sit here and just quietly stare into the distance because I was in the window seat, being like, frick, frick, frick. I want to go home. I don't want to be here. I want to go home and be lazy on my birthday. It was crazy. It was pretty crazy. But yeah. That's why sometimes I'm like, that's why I find interactions so exhausting. You know what I mean? I can get on here and I yap and I'm like, oh my gosh, sorry guys. And I do overthink sometimes after the stream is over. I'm like, frick, was I being weird? Blah, 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 my tone. But a lot of the times it's just like in the moment, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. And everyone's like contributing in chat and being like, oh yeah, I know about this. And then it like, the conversation just flows. I don't know. Maybe I'm parasocial. I do have friends. I do. Be like, I have friends. Oh no, but like, you know, it's still like different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Still, I think my friends I talk to are usually fine with it. Yeah, exactly. But oh my gosh, it'd be like that. Yeah, salad. I know. It's pretty crazy. I'm like, heck, that's so embarrassing that you talk and they're like, yeah. And then you don't pick up on the cue like fast enough to know that, oh wait, no, they're not actually like, they want you to shut up. I'm sure you've described how most of us feel. Hey, happy birthday, Goo! Thank you! Thank you, yeah, I'm getting sent into an asylum if I talk to someone like how I talk to my friends. Exactly, it just hits different, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I consume less energy when I'm interacting with people but I don't have to put up a front, you know, because like it's exhausting having your brain running 1,000 miles per minute trying to like pretend to be human. pretend to relate to the normies, you know? Like, I literally don't have time for normie stuff besides that, so all my hobbies are like anime related. I'll be like, oh, I just do YouTube. I just like watch YouTube, I guess. I'll like listen to Smosh Reddit stories. Just because those are hours long, so I just like pop on a video playlist, whatever, and I can just like do stuff. Anyways, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna finish. Okay, wait. Wait. I need to finish. Okay, so yes, that is the announcement that I'm going to rebrand. Why? And I have transparent. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to make lighthearted of it so I don't mess with the vibes. You know what I mean? But is Smosh Reddit stories really that cracked? I believe so because they mesh pretty well. It's like listening to friends on a couch, but you're not actually friends with them. But you like that they're friend, you know? But yes, the rebrand, blue, that's what I said. Like, it's going to be a rebrand. I feel like it'll be a while, if not like be canceled. That costume, I mean the outfit, but which is I feel very guilty about. But I will try my best to try. Like, it may take years. I don't know. If I can somehow scourge up enough money from my earnings, I generally am not confident, but if I will try my best, because if there's one thing about me, even if it takes a long time, like I'll do my best to make it happen. Danganronpa, 6 years, baby. 6 years. Let's go. But yeah, so I'm telling you that instead of like a costume that was reached in the goal, I know it's different, but I really didn't want to, like, you know, do a costume and then rebrand, because like rebranding, it really is like, let me tell you, it was not an easy decision that I made, because like, especially for someone like me, I'm like very, very logical sometimes, and anxiety ridden. So like having to start quote unquote from scratch, you know, a lot of the assets I can try to rework, but a lot of the assets are very like, you know, connected to this model, this design, so I'll have to start from scratch, like the art stuff that I've commissioned, you know. So it won't be as grand as the first debut, because like I said, I am reaching out to a prolific artist, and you probably already know the ending of that story I said of like, I threw a Hail Mary and I was like, if they say yes, it's a sign. Okay, because like the prolific person could have had so many clients approach them at that time, you know, or whatever could have happened of like, they would say no to me, because I'm, you know, it's just like I've shared before, like it's not anything personal, but as someone who does business and stuff, not me, but like other people, you know, like if I can see, even if I'm a customer, I can see from their viewpoint that they would definitely rather work with a client that can give them more reputability. So working with someone perhaps of my stature, of my size, I'm very grateful for you, not to like diminish all of the efforts everyone's put into come quite far, but like, you know, this artist, I feel like they would have no issue reeling in more big time, you know what I mean? So they could very well say no. I was like, you know what, Hail Mary, if they say yes, it's a sign, right? Because like, shoot your shot and whatnot. I don't know if they even remember me. If they did, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, being like, this freaking thing again, this person again. But you already know, because I'm announcing a rebrand. They said yes. They were like, actually, it was very crazy because there was no backing out at one point, because, well, the conversation is very like, there was, you know, some vagueness because of translation issue. So I they were like, all right, so we'll see. Come January, we'll see if, you know, this is gonna happen. That's what I thought was happening. So I was like, you don't know what happened, but like January 1st, I was frothing at the mouth being like, oh my gosh, I want to send them a follow-up email so bad, but I know it's not a good idea because it's New Year's. They're freaking with family. Oh wait, sorry. They're probably like, you know, it's our holiday. I don't want to bother them. And I was like, even if they said January, it's probably gonna be like end of January, you know? Flooper, is that you? Hello, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mega. Thank you, Flooper. Thank you, Kay. Like I said, Mega, sorry. You'll never know if you don't try. Exactly. So January, the first week of January comes around and they send me a freaking draft. You guys, I feel like it was last year, like near the end, but it wasn't even the Burr months, I believe. I didn't contact them the Burr months, so it was like a long wait. It was like before Burr months. That's how long they were like, okay, New Year, I'll give you an update or something like that. But in like August or something, like I messaged them like, hey, just in case, you know, like, so you can like, because they were gonna think about it, right? They were gonna think about it. So I was like, maybe they would have more to work with if they know what I want. You know what I mean? Like, you'll pitch a project and be like, would you like to work with me? And they're like, maybe. And you're like, you know, maybe you would be more convinced if you would know what I want from our collaboration or something like that. So I sent them kind of like a reference sheet, something. I translated everything and was like, sorry if anything is weird or rude sounding. I don't mean to be that. I just use a machine translator, so that's why this is happening. But I made sure to have notes and stuff, and I sent it to them, and they didn't respond to that email either. But I was fine. I was chill. I was like, this is a Hail Mary. And January rolls around, first freaking week. It wasn't even like end of the month of January, and they sent me a freaking draft. They already did the work. So in my position, I'm like, Hail Mary. If they say yes, maybe I'll it'll be a sign. I'll go through it. But it was like a big sign, because what am I gonna say to this dream artist of mine that did the work? I'm gonna be like, never mind. I begged you and bothered you, but never mind. You did a draft? Never mind. So it was like a big sign of me being like, okay, so this is happening, right? And maybe the draft thing helped, but like, that's why the rebrand is happening. And then I had no plans to rebrand my image, because I was like, if I could still be a swan, at least people can still, you know, the change won't be huge. Like, I'll still retain parts of it. But then we kept working on the design, guys, and this is actually one of the things that kind of struck me when I started doing activities as a VTuber. You know, when you first receive it, I'm like, I have no knowledge of character design or anything like that, and I just thought, oh my gosh, it's so cute, I love it, let's go. And like a lot of people I would collab with or first time watchers, they would say like, oh, are you an angel? Not in like I'm not boasting, I'm just saying like, a lot of people would understand that my shtick is angel VTuber or something like that, because of the wings and the whatnot, you know. And so, you know, I realized that I didn't quite incorporate as many like swan, you know, how to say, like elements as I wanted to. So it doesn't really quite give the freaking swan, you know? Yeah, exactly, like angel vibes. But, and so I still struck with the spring swan. I detailed that with my new artist, and I was like, and they sent me drafts, and then I was like, is there a way that we can make it more bird-like, perhaps, like add patterns, like, you know, birds have patterns in their wings, that way it won't be angel-like. And they hit me with, We can add patterns, but it won't look like a swan anymore because swans are pure white. I already did the thing with me where it's like Joe is like, you have pink streaks, and I'm like, it's because I'm a spring swan. Okay, I wanted pink. Swans are white, but like I wanted pink in my stuff, you know, so I wanted to incorporate pink into the swan. And I love cherry blossoms because they're pink, and I was like, let's go with that. And so that struck me. I was like, you know what, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Because like I didn't want to rebrand purely because I thought that it was already too much of a risk and everything. It's not like I was opposed to other birds or like I was particularly attached to be a swan. I was very like, I thought I already prepared myself and did extensive research, but I apparently years later of streaming and I'm like, oh, that wasn't the case. But yeah, that's why me and Kara would like joke about it, being like, back in my day, kids these days, all these customizable models and all these free assets. Back in my day, we had to do everything ourselves or pay someone to make something that we wanted. We're like the boomers of the VTuber generation. But definitely, like, I really thought back then, I was like, I'm going to prepare, I'm going to do extensive research. Years later, I'm like, dang, I still made so many mistakes, and if I had the knowledge I had now, I would like do over. I would do over, you know? Back in Kara's day, she was undead. Exactly. I'm how happy it worked out for you. Yes, Gama, thank you. I literally, that's why I rebranded. It's like, it is time. I was like, I really want to, at the very least, want people to know that, oh, you're a bird. And then they can be like, oh, what kind of bird are you? That's fine, I guess. Preferably that would not be the case, but you know, like bird I feel like is more complicated than like cat girl or something. I am not bashing or like looking down on cat girls, okay? In fact, like there was a time where I was like, maybe I should have just been a cat girl. I feel like life would be so much simpler. Because even with customizable or free stuff, like it's so hard to find ones that are bird coded, you know? And even angel coded, because I'm like, I could pass it off as a bird. But that was the case. So it's like, really. And so I definitely, yeah, I asked advice from Carl. Another person I asked advice from is Lucky Love Shot. I don't know if you know her. She used to be Yumiya. And I asked for advice from her because I was so nervous about this rebrand. And I was gonna say nothing. I was gonna hit you guys in the face. I was gonna be like, teehee! New model! And then be like, people be like, oh, is it like a costume? And then I would say nothing, and then on like the debut, I'd be like, BAM! Who is me? You don't recognize me, do you? Kind of shtick. And then I realized that that was not a good idea. That's not what I wanted. I just thought that that would have been more impactful. But then I was like, because like the real me wants to spoil everything right now and fangirl about everything that I've seen and all the work in progresses. But yeah, that is why I'm rebranding. Is like there is a logical sort of reason where it's like I realize that swan imagery is very hard to translate in design, and even if there were, it usually is like very associated with ballet, right? Swan Lake, whatever, and elegance and whatnot. But I'm not very an elegant type, unesan type person. I like things cute and silly, right? And so I was trying to like really discuss with my artist, with my mama, with my new incoming mama, on how to make it more recognizable, right? Like how to make it more recognizable. And every time I would try something, I was like, you're right, it doesn't really give off swan vibes, and swans can't rely on patterns, and like I was suggested like perhaps do like a elegant hairstyle like in ballet, so that it's very like, oh, you're a swan. But I was like, but I hate buns. Buns are cute on characters, but Mida! Oh my gosh! Konnichiwa, konbanwa. 久しぶり! 来てくれてありがとう。ハロハロ。ヘロヘロ。こんにちは。Hello. So happy you're still going to be a bird. That means I can keep growing with your fluffy wings. Yeah! That's why Gamma, I was like... Because I was like, at some point, being like frustrated. It's not anyone's fault. It's a me thing of like... I can't afford to be... You know how some people are like, they're rebranding because it doesn't feel like them anymore. And I'm like... I can't afford to think like that. And then Gamma... In a moment of turmoil when I already like... Took the plunge... On a side note, I gotta go take care of Mega. Thank you for dropping by, Alden. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest or a fun rest of the day. Today is your birthday. Hi! Yes, that's right. 今日誕生日なんです。本物の誕生日。Take care, Alden. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to get the sniffles again. But yes, that is the reason for my rebrand. Is like I already knew deep in my heart, but I was stubbornly clinging onto my brand of like a spring swan, and also the dangers of rebranding were not lost on me. So I was like, as much as possible. Oh my gosh! Happy birthday again. Thank you, Alden. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the super chats. Arigato. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. ちょっと待って。ググりますので。Google Translate. I have my tracker in front of me. ちょっと待って。おめでとう。誕生日おめでとう。ありがとうございます。ちょっと。Oh my gosh, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see my wig? Don't look at me! We saw that bald go for a second. Oh my gosh. That was my bad. My goodness. It's okay, Mega. Losing hair happens once you're old. Go. Take care. Oh my gosh. But yes. So that's why, guys. Because like I was thinking, you know, now is the time. Now is the time to take it for my dream mama. Because a lot of the time you have a dream artist or a dream mama or a dream something, a dream job, and you don't even get the opportunity to like have it or to say no or yes to it. But I was given that chance, and I think it's a lot of it is because of all of you, definitely. And then I thought to myself, like, what am I gonna do? Like, hold off for a few years? They already, let me tell you guys, inside information. Like, back when I first messaged them, I inquired them of their prices. And it was still a lot. But now, it's increased. Rightfully so. I'm happy for artists when they increase their prices because they're already underpaid. Starving artist is a term for a reason. You know, it may be a huge amount, but if you, like break it down, it's not a lot, actually. But, and art is a luxury, you know, no one's forcing you to, you know, already. But, like, they increase their prices, right? And so, I'm thinking to myself, they're not gonna decrease their prices. They're gonna grow more, gain more notoriety. In the future, there's a possibility if I didn't shoot my shot now, in the future they would be unattainable. Some artists have transitioned to not even taking independent clients. It's just too much of a hassle. It's so much better to just talk with, you know, corporations and such. because there's a more professional, you know, it's more systemized, you know, typically. And so I was like, okay, notoriety, is that a bad word? I bet they would become more famous. Like, they would be more well-known because they're amazing, you know? And so I was like, they're not gonna get any cheaper. They're not gonna get any more free. They're gonna... It's just gonna be get harder and harder. Like, it's kind of like... Yeah, it's gonna be harder and harder for me to, like, be able to grasp the reality, the parallel reality universe, that I can work with my dream artist. So I was like, this isn't logical at all. This doesn't make sense from a logical standpoint, from a quote-unquote business standpoint, branding, whatever, all those technical terms that you need to succeed in VTubing, as they say. This doesn't make sense. I have to start over from scratch. It's terrifying. People may leave. They're like, I hate you now, Megu. I was here for your old model, and now it just feels weird, man. You just don't look the same. And it's gonna take a long time. You know, models aren't built in a day. They're not built in a day. But I was like, I decided I'm gonna be a dreamer now. I'm gonna be Dreamer Goo in 2026. We're gonna do this, and I did it. So that's the why. That was a pretty long-winded. They're like, that's it, Megu? That's it? That could have been a TLDR. I got my dream artist, and I really wanted it. End of story. But that's why. Right? I get the feeling of wanting to rebrand despite so long. I did recently do a name rebrand at the start of 2026. It's weird, but trying to get used to it, but it would definitely fit better for the future. Famous. As long as it fits in the vision you want yourself to be in the future, you'll get comfortable to the new change more quickly. Yes. So I'm soft launching my rebrand so that everyone can mentally prepare themselves, you know, say their prayers for my model. Say goodbye. Start to get used to the idea of like, oh, what we should look like. Try to speculate so that... Okay, speculate. For the first time in VTuber history, the VTuber says they encourage you speculating. I'm kidding. I meant like, you know, just like getting ready for the change. Just brace yourself for the change. You know? And I do have... I don't want to treat this model as if it never existed. I did think about that. That's why I talked about a bit of like how... what you guys would feel if I like unarchived all my content to scrub this Megu off the internet. But especially today, it's just like all that fan art. Because like I still have fan art from when I was like pre-Swan. I still have them. I will show you, but I didn't like integrate them. I have like a fan art slideshow, right? But I didn't put them in there because you know, that one in particular, I was like, okay, I'm gonna move on from that because like branding reasons, right? And so like I have still the precious art from the people from back then, like this one. Back when I was featherless and I had purple hair because I couldn't quite get the color picker to go pink. I don't know why I decided to go purple. But this was me, and I was like, I already wanted to be a swan way back then, not an elf. I never considered myself to want to be an elf, but Domination did this. I haven't talked to them in a while. That's why I say like people come and go. So these are arts that I have treasured over the years. Look at them. It's my birthday. I can do whatever the heck I want. I can be off-brand. And then there's this. Ta-da! It's so good. I hope Dami is doing well. Domination. You were a smaller group way back then. We were even smaller. But this is the thing. I have even more like before VTuber Megu, when I used like I had like brown hair. Okay, I'm gonna flash it. This was Esme. I loved Eevee even way back then, and everyone knew it. So this was me back then. Because I was like, oh yeah, Floop or Sadie was there. Pinoigu, yeah. Pinoigu but have blue eyes. Will the Mofutachi mascot also change? Okay, I will spoil this. No. I didn't want to change the Mofutachi mascot. There was a part of me being like, maybe my mascot is too simple, but I was like, I'm so attached to the Mofutachi mascot. It's why I love your art so much, Gamma, because a lot of your art as well includes a lot of the Mofutachi. Back then, whenever I would request an artwork or like commission an artwork, it would always have Mofutachi, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm being like every single one of my art has like Mofutachi in it. Maybe that's not good for me. But like this was one of the very first like arts that I got, right? And I was like, oh yeah, this is our mascot, like if you could include them in some way, you know. Like I really loved it. This artist, by the way, is already out of my price range. This was a mere like 3-4 years ago, question mark. Like 3 years ago I commissioned them on Scab, and they even did like a second expression, and I'm happy for them, but also I cannot commission them anymore. They did this as well with a different expression. It's so nice, and it's a full body. This was like, I believe this was 500 yen or something, and I think right now they're like 10k yen, right? Their price increase was mwah, chef's kiss, but also I can no longer afford them. I can no longer afford them. I can no longer ask for them. It was 500 yen, yes, that's why I constantly search the web for like, I'm sorry artists, but I'm so broke. And I'm happy that now they are very much pricing somewhere around their like a livable wage, you know? Madoka from Madoka Magica. Larry, where's your blob? Yeah! So I did decide to keep you guys the same. Our mascot will be the same. But I think we might change the way we call you guys, but like, not drastically. Still happy for them from Scab to a proper artist. I mean, more in the price point, yes. But Scab artists are still art. Scab artists are still artists. Who's kidding? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying of like, it's already happened to me, where it's like, I'll commission someone, it's like, oh, they're amazing, they're like, I have commissioned Scabs where I commissioned them today. They're like 1,000 yen, 2,000 yen. And then 2 weeks, 3 weeks pass or something. Boom! Triple their prices. I'm like, because like a lot of Scab artists, I feel like, yeah, they will, you know, like they're starting out, they're trying to get themselves out there, right? So they know they're underpricing themselves maybe, or maybe they don't, and then they discover like, oh, I'm worth so much more, and I'm happy for them. But that's happened to me that's happened to me, where I will commission something, and then like I could only get one of it. You know how like you'll buy something because it's on discount or something, and it's like, oh my gosh, this quality should not be at this price, this is great, and then you buy it and you're like, oh, I should hold myself back because even if it's discounted, it's still expense, so I'm going to just take one. And then you like it so much, you're like, I should have gotten more because at this price point it's just like so worth it, beyond worth it. And you go back and now it's like $50 billion or something, you know, like artists, perhaps like their paintings, you're like, oh, when they were like still not that well known, they were not recognized, they were diamonds in the rough, you like buy an art piece and, you know, kind of like, oh, I should have bought Bitcoin back then kind of feeling. I still don't. I'm moving on from Bitcoin, but yeah, that's that's what I meant, like, man, that's what I mean. Where it's like, I'm going to take this chance. But yeah, I'm going to definitely, what Alden mentioned earlier of like, I will, it's kind of like an evolution, you know? Where it's like still burb-like, but the appearance have changed, the abilities have perhaps you could say improved, you know? And yeah, I hope you guys look forward to it. Tomorrow I will do a membership stream because I don't think it's okay for me to reveal spoilers too soon. Because like I said, it's going to take a while. Models aren't built in a day. So it's going to take a while until we actually launch the how to say it, the model, you know. That's why I didn't announce a date yet, because I don't want to announce a date only to disappoint you guys and be like, oh, it won't happen, guys, we have to move it, you know. And so I'm really pushing for as soon as possible, but I don't want to like do anything like false kind of hope or whatnot. So oh my gosh, Ubu! Yeah, Ubu, you're still here. Ubu, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. I hope you guys will love it as much as I do, because I have seen it and I've showed my friends, and we're all so excited to show you some of my friends. Spoilers more, we don't mind, or do you mind, chat? I don't know, talk about a good role. Let's go! Let's go, come on! One of us, thank you. Yeah, Sadie's too. Thanks for the gifted membership. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just realized that it happened because... What the heck? Who did that? Oh my gosh, it's late in... Who did that? Oh my god. Thank you, it's anonymous. Happy birthday, Feels birthday man. Thank you so much. Oh, can I feel like a lot of people don't know, but I actually don't use any of my earnings to, well, prior to the incident, I didn't use any of my earnings. Thank you. I'm not surprised because I saw on Stream Elements spoiled it to me. Thank you. But whenever I get dono, unless the donator themselves specifically say, oh, this is for your meal, by the way, okay? Like, I will invest it back in VTubing, guys. All the money I get from VTubing, because I put it back to VTubing. So I think that maybe, I don't know, these donos today. Ta-da! I kind of soft launched it, but I didn't want to talk about it too much because like it's a crazy thing. But like I will also spoil a bit of my original song. Well, I'm not gonna reveal too much, but maybe I'll play a bit of the track or something. That we have demo tracks that I'm receiving from my wonderful composer. But yeah, original song cost quite a bit. And so any donos are going towards the original song. I'm not in a rush to like complete it or anything, I suppose. Like, I don't want to rush it to release a subpar product on my end, right? So I'm not doing it, but I'm just telling you that all the donos today might go towards that, depending. Like, you know, the music video, the art. Are you starving yourself? You're all skin and bone. Chat maker sandwiches? I'm not all skin and bone. What are you talking about? Hiya! It's Ray's birthday. Hello! Holy flippity flip. Happy birthday. My sweet dog. Bless your heart. I love you. Have a super awesome day. Thank you, Thank you, 8-bit. Sorry. Thank you, 8-bit. What are we, a 5-star chat poll? But yeah. Hello, mister! Oh my gosh. Mr. Pie Man, when did you change your name to Mr. Pickman? But yes, it's been a while. Hello there. But thank you. I'm revealing it after everyone's already donoed. They're like, here, take it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna invest it back into the stuffs, guys. Because like art, if you are someone who commissions art, you'll like know that artworks can range from like $100 to like $500 art, you know? And if you convert that to peso, oh my god, meal funds with the new model will be plump and round. Thank you, Ketu. Thank you for the dono. Thank you. Did you get cake for your birthday? Yes. I have one slice of cake that I have yet to eat. Because I was like, I'm gonna eat it on stream. But then I was like, but I don't have cam. So maybe I'll just take a video of me eating it after stream. And then send it in Discord or something. Or like take a picture. It's a Oreo cheesecake and it was like 99 pesos. Which is a stellar price for a cheesecake slice. I was like, I should buy a birthday cake because if I tell chat that I didn't buy a birthday cake again, they're gonna be like worried. So I think I was like, I can afford 99 pesos for a slice of cake. Come on now. Come on now. Did you obliterate the cake first? No, it's in the fridge. But it's an Oreo cheesecake and it's like, oh, it's so good. I've had their cakes before. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say the brand. I've read that before. They're like, VTubers, please stop doxing yourselves. They're saying that like, please stop mentioning brands, because what if you don't know that brand is like only a local brand? Highest cost I did was $645 per slice? For a slice of cheesecake? That's like a whole cake. I'm currently suffering from editing. Oh my god, editing. Project Sekai Oshi Mix lyric video that I'm uploading for 5.5 anniversary, and this stream is my emotional support right now. I'm happy that this is providing value in some way, because I literally was like, I'm gonna go live on my birthday, and it's like I'm not gonna do anything. Yeah, but it's a pretty okay brand. Oh, for the 6 for 5, it's the one I saw on the food channel. Oh, excuse me, the steak thing, the pork steak. Why did I say steak thing? You didn't even make us aware your birthday was coming up. Happy birthday, my sweet flamingo. Love you. Thank you, 8-bit. I don't know. Like, what am I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure. I don't know what to say in terms of like my birthday. I was so awkward because one of the things that I did was like team building, right, or something. Kind of like a group get to know each other better kind of thing. And when people learned it was my birthday, they were like, oh, you know, like trying to interact with me more, like saying happy birthday and stuff like that. Nothing too big, you know, it wasn't that kind of setting, but like I still felt so awkward. I didn't know how to like react. I feel like, I don't know, I can only count the times that I've like celebrated, quote unquote, celebrated my birthday. So it's so awkward for me. You can't see my face, but I'm like so grossed out right now. I'm like, I want to show people I appreciate it also, but also I kind of hate it. I was like, I was like, stop singing happy birthday, please. I'm like, it's so awkward, please. I don't know how to react. It's like weird, you know what I mean? It's very strange to have people like I don't know. Like I remember like when I was like younger, I would like sometimes like I don't know, like I would look at like I feel like sometimes when I was like still immature, I'd be like, oh, other people's normal Tuesday freaking eating out of the restaurant is better than my celebration on my special day. It's like, ugh. I cringe so much looking back on those days. I cringe so much. But yeah, it's like so weird to have people like, yeah, it's more unusual to celebrate birthdays once you become older. Yeah, it's sad, right? But like a lot of people like they really make a big deal of their birthday, and I feel like, I don't know, like it's, I'm not saying it's wrong, okay? I would do that if I could, kind of thing. Or it's like, oh, it's my birthday, I want to treat myself or something like that. But it feels like, I don't know, it's just like weird to expect things, and it's even more hurtful if you like start to expect things and it doesn't turn out that way. You know what I mean? Like literally today, like I got messaged by a relative that I haven't spoken to in years, and they messaged me, they were like, happy birthday, and I'm like, oh, thank you. And then they proceeded to ask me about my mom. He's like, how's your mom? We haven't talked to, and I'm like, why did you message me? You seem like you want to talk to my mom. But I'm not like, I appreciate them checking in. Question mark. It's just like I like so many people. I'm also not used to it because like prior to social media or something, I don't know, like I feel like I could count with one hand how many people would greet me on my birthday. And then I posted like, oh, it's my birthday, and then like so many people commented like, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to respond to these, but I'm out right now, I'm like half asleep, it's like 4 a.m. Whatnot. And then like I was like, oh, I have to respond to everyone, and I have to respond on Twitter, I have to respond on YouTube. I'm happy to do so, of course, like on Discord too, but like I was like, oh my gosh, like this has never happened in the history of ever. Where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's my birthday and I have like to respond to people's emails of like them greeting me. This is wild. I was like, what is this? I still remember like when Stormy did the kudo board. I still have that bookmarked, you know. It was very, very, very touching. And it was, I don't know, like I know VTubers who will like I don't know, like they'll let people know, hey, it's my birthday coming up, and like, you know, like they'll have a birthday tag and then they announce it beforehand, me being like, oh yeah, I should make a birthday tag, and then do the birthday tag on the day of on the day of the birthday. Like, Megumi, we posted your birthday gifts and you didn't tell us there was a freaking birthday tag for that. But yeah, and then they would like, a lot of people, I mean VTubers would have like, they would create their own kudo board, right? And then be like, hey, we're gonna look at the kudo board. Oh my gosh, Ryan, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Ryan came to visit on my birthday. Truly is the best birthday ever, truly. Not only because of Ryan, but also because of the artworks that I received, the fan arts. It's so nice. Happy birthday, Megu. How's Brogu and Mambu doing? Me and my past just gift one another $2 game on Steam during birthdays. Honestly, based. We're not used to like, we're not a gift giving kind of family, and even less with like friends. Maybe they don't know how else to connect to you. It's just their own insecure way to connect to you. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Yeah, probably they're like, oh, what do I talk about? We haven't talked in years. And it's like, I appreciate that they reached out and greeted me happy birthday. It's nice. But I also was very flustered. I was like, it's just so like weird. I don't know how to deal with it, you know? I'm always scared of like doing a call to action. That's one of my greatest fears. I feel like I should put that on my debut bucket list once I re-debut. But like, calls to action legitimately scare me, because like it's like one of the greatest fears I have of like every single day of my life. Like the same type of feeling where it's like you say something and you get ignored kind of feeling. Or it's like if I do a call to action like, hey guys, like it's my birthday. I have a kudo board, and you know, we're gonna look over the kudo board on the birthday, and I hope you can like leave a little message or whatever. And then it's empty. Those are the kind of nightmares I have. Among the many nightmares, that's one of my nightmares. And like, you know, saying things like, hey, can you do this? And then like it doesn't happen. And I don't put it against other people, right? Because like, bruh, girl, I am busy. I don't have time to be filling up your freaking digital kudo board, whatever that is. Oh god. Like, you know. So I just prefer to not have anything. Instead of, you know, like posting something and then nothing happens, then you just have to awkwardly go live and be like, or like be like, I don't know. Like I don't know, it's just this, like I might as well just go on here with zero expectations, and then I'm happy people actually showed up. You know, it's like kind of like, oh, I'm having a birthday party and everybody's invited, and then birthday comes and nobody's in your house. Nobody came. Absolute fear. Recently having an existential crisis due to the passage of time. Oh my gosh, Saris. I think you're too young for that. I'm kidding. That's what people say to me. Well, when I have an existential crisis. And people are like, aren't you a little too young to be having an existential crisis? Typically the answer would be yes. Yes I am, but no. No I am not. No I am not. But yeah. That's why I don't often do call to action. I don't think our community is like big enough that even if like, I feel like you kind of get away with it a little bit if you're like a larger creator, a larger community, because like even if like 10% of that crowd is like will like a 10% of the crowd will respond, like it's still a substantial amount. But I feel like, you know, where there's 3 people and you're like, hey, can you do this? And then like none of them do it. It's just like, or like one of them do it. It's just like one message and you're like, oh thank you, I would appreciate it. Just to clarify, you know, you could have pinned it as a message and everyone would have wrote something. I don't know, I feel like this is why I also need, I feel like I need a manager, because me promoting myself to at any capacity is a Herculean task, because I genuinely hate myself. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm not kidding, but like I'm working on like changing that. You know how like when you don't like yourself, so you're like, okay, so I need to like work on myself, right? So then you can learn to like yourself, you know. But and then like, you know how they say about like, oh yeah, self-depreciating humor is like relatable, but also it's not good for you in the long run, so you gotta stop that, you know. But like I genuinely like cringe so much, you know what I mean? Like promoting yourself is so cringe. Promoting myself is so cringe, sorry. Okay, that becomes one of your new goals. Yeah, I should have that as my new goal. I just like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like so scary to like have a fear that's like intangible and then having it be validated. And be like, you were right to fear that. Look at what happened. It was exactly as you thought. True, that's also if everyone wanted us all to respond, just because of the fact that 2020 was 6 years ago. I tried the Discord to look for something, so I just posted in channel. Eh, nani? The what? Oh my gosh, yeah. Where? Welcome in, Ububu, question mark. I don't oh my gosh, it's Makmak! Makmak, hello! Thank you, it's my birthday and we're just talking. Sorry, Megu. Slandering Kami Oshi is bad. Don't slander yourself or else we might tie you up and advertise you on the big screen. No. I meant the art. Ah, okay. Sorry. My brain. Are you turning 22 again this year? Yeah, I'm forever 21. So I'm turning 21 again this year. Stuck in a time loop. More lore. I'm kidding. That's not actually part of my lore. But yeah, I definitely 21 times 10. Yeah, sure. 21 is 21. You know what I mean? But yes, what was I talking about? Mega about to be turned into an auntie soon. No, please, no. Please do not say that. Oh my gosh. Can't believe Megumi's 22. She was 89 yesterday, so she'll be 21's 210. I can't even pronounce. But yeah, maybe next year or something. I'll start this. I'll immediately after the stream. I'll be like, all right, guys. Next milestone is the freaking anniversary. I'm making a kudo board now. Everyone's required to say something. I def had a life crisis when I turned 20. Now that I'm 26, I'm just chilling. Oh my gosh, how can you be chilling at 26? Teach me your ways. I feel like every time I'm like, oh, it's too late for me. I'm too old. Fears and anxieties, but your bones are already cracking at this age. I don't know. 100% challenge accepted. She's having a stroke. Perform CPR. Picking your IRL birthday for your VTuber B-Day was a bad idea, by the way, Bird. I know that! I know that in my freaking head, okay? I know that. I didn't know. I didn't get the memo that all the VTubers that said, oh, my birthday is this day. It wasn't actually their real birthday. They had on-screen birthdays. Okay? I was like naive to a fault, and I thought everyone's birthdays was their actual birthdays. So I was like, oh, mine is on the 29th, and I can't change it now. I can't change it midway of me having debuted already, being like, oh, I'm gonna change my birthday now, guys. I'm moving my birthday. I'm grateful. Honestly, there's a upside to my real birthday being my actual birthday. Is because like I actually get to spend it, because like I know like a lot of people probably like have plans on their birthday, and it's like, oh yeah, like I don't want to have a birthday that's my actual birthday, because like I want to be able to celebrate my birthday with my family, blah blah blah, and then also have a special day so that me and chat can hang out. But I'm grateful because like sometimes, you know, my birthday is just like, it gets sad. It gets sad because like, I don't know, it's society. Society's conditioning you like that your birthday is a special day. So you get kind of melancholic if it's like any other day, especially when you get older. I feel like that's not anything new. I think a lot of adults deal with that. So I'm grateful that at the very least I could like hang out with you guys. Oh my god, is that sad to say? Oh. No, it's not sad. Oh, anxiety, good night. Thank you for the happy birthday. Birthday or not, will be there to celebrate. Thank you. Did I miss the announcement? Indeed, you did. You missed the announcement. I guess you have to watch the VOD. I gotta learn to be annoying and promote myself and like, I don't know, feed into the algorithm. I'm just dropping by to say happy birthday, wish you. Thank you, Pansu! Arigato! Oh, whoops, spoiled it. It's fine, I was joking. Yeah, I am rebranding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. It's sad because we grow old is like any other day. Yeah, so like it's nice that I have something to look forward to on my birthday. I feel like I've gone on birthdays with like no cake. It's just like literally any other day, you know. Nothing's. I've spent a lot of birthdays like kind of alone, you know. So it's not well, like it's not sad. It's like, guys, I'm so lonely. But no, but I'm saying like it's not uncommon, you know. A lot of people go through that, right? And I may be sad to admit, but that's how it is. That's reality, okay? Not everyone with a birthday get to be like, "Ooh, I'm a special little boy." On my birthday, I'm gonna treat myself. Oh, but like that's why like I'm kind of grateful that I can have something going on, you know? Because like I know like a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, no, enjoy your day." I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I know they're like trying to be nice, but like sometimes it hurts more when they're like, "Be sure to enjoy your special day," and you're like, I wish I could, man. No, but I'm fine. I feel like I'm not really a party girl, you know, so it's less. I'm just like, you know. My wish for my birthday is that I don't have to work on my birthday and I get to spend the whole day lazing around and my brain shuts up about me lazing around and I can play games. Oh my gosh, it's my birthday. I should have logged into my gachas. Frick! I wasn't able to. I got home and I was like, I'm gonna lie down. My back hurts. And then I went on the PC and started prepping for the stream. I completely forgot that on your birthday, they give you stuff. Can I still like, I don't know. Can I still like log in the next day and still get the whatever they can give me on my birthday? Because even in video games, that is correct. I freaking put in my real birthday. Maybe I should change it. I don't know. You're still gonna be a bird mouth safe. Yes. I don't celebrate my birthday either. Yeah, it's just like I feel like it's like a normal. When I was 8, I started asking my parents to just give me the party birthday money and I would just go to the arcade with my best 3 buds. Yes. A birthday money. Yes. Maybe I should start wishing for that. I am 2026. I will be Money Mr. Krabs Goo. Money Mr. Krabs Goo is my middle name. Mofutari Money Megu Mr. Krabs Goo. And we're like, yeah, I wish I had another wish. I lied. I was like, my wish for my birthday is that I don't get to work and I can just laze around all day, because I literally just said that my ideal like birthday is just like me at home, movie marathon, snacks. That's my wish, right? Lazy day. Don't tell me to move. I'm not moving. It's my birthday. You don't get to tell me what to do. I feel like a lot of the times too, like there's always something going on my birthday. Like there'll be some drama on my birthday, and it'll be even more sad because like, why did it have to happen on my birthday? And then I would cry and be like, oh, why are you doing this to me on my birthday? Like something like that. Guys, it's crazy. Like I don't have I told you this? I feel like I've told someone this. Of like I've witnessed, well, not witnessed. I've experienced like literal stabbing within the family. Like that kind of life. You know what I mean? And I'm still so dumb, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I'm like witnessing witnessing crazy things happening, and I'm like, haha, hee hee hoo hoo. I'm like, what is wrong with me? You know what I mean? Why did I get here? No, I was talking about like how on my birthday something would happen and I'd be like, well, no celebration. Because like something crazy would happen. It always happens, guys. Whenever you have to like whenever it's like, oh, it's supposed to be a happy day, like something happens. I feel like it's just like a supernatural force. People will leave sooner or later. Why are you crying? What are you talking about, Pansu? I didn't really celebrate my birthday either. Sometimes I go visit my parents and we share a cup of coffee, but what's the big deal? Yeah! I feel like as you grow older, I feel like it's society. Society is like... I'm having TED Talk. Society kind of feeds you. It's like when you go on social media and everyone is like doing grand things and you're like, boo-hoo, I'm the only one not doing any grand thing. I've definitely fallen victim to that before. Like you know, like people will have like this whole prom castle birthday because it's a special birthday because it's like sweet 16 or like what's in 21. I think there's a 21, like I don't know what the dates mean, but I know that sweet 16 was a thing. And then like people would have these like grand, and then you're like, oh, it must be nice. And then I'm sitting here like, I don't even like parties. What's wrong with me? I'm like, I don't even like, if I sat down and thought about it, I would hate that actually. Being in a tight dress, uncomfortable probably dress that you spent thousands on because you rented it or bought it, and then you have to feed a bunch of people, and then you don't really get to eat that much because you have to spend the whole night being host to people, and then you gotta greet people, and then there's this whole like, you know, like it's a whole social function of like probably people will be like Isafa or something, like, you know, kind of like teasing whatever, and then you're sitting here like, man, like why would I even be jealous of that? But it seems like, oh, they're so happy. I feel like that's the thing, right? But yeah, can someone tell Santa that for me? I lied. My birthday wish is that I get birthday money that I can spend on food. And then I get to laze around all day. Yeah, that's my birthday wish. I mean, that's my ideal birthday party. Because like literally we talked about it because it was my birthday. So like people were like, oh yeah, like I want to go island hopping. I want like a Jollibee party, you know, like those kids party in Jollibee where it's like the whole shebang. Jollibee comes out, he does the nay nay or something. He like does the, what else can he do? I don't know, the twerk. I don't know what Jollibee does, to be honest. Driving in my car. Runs over random child, you know? It's like, I'm like, literally I cannot think of any activity. I just want to literally just stay at home and be fine with it, you know what I mean? They were like trying to get more out of me. I was like, I'll just stay at home, watch a movie, and eat some popcorn and snacks. And they're like, oh, okay, well, what movie would you watch? I'm like, I don't know, any movie as long as it's good. And then they quickly moved on from me. Like, we're not getting anything out of this. Okay, you say something. What do you want for your birthday? And then like one person like said a really long thing that I've forgotten, but it involved like traveling, and they said they wanted to like hop from destination to destination, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, that would be nice. Like cafe hopping could be nice, but like these maybe I'm too realistic. Is like cafe hopping, I feel like I would love it, but also like it's, excuse me, I don't know why I'm like hiccuping, but like if I go cafe hopping, It would be in a world where, I don't know, I have infinite money and infinite stomach space. Because, like, I eat very little. And, like I said, it's not because I'm like, I'm such a sexy bean. I have very good diet. I eat small. Haha. Tiny petite lady I am. No. Not at all. But for some reason, my stomach is like, oh, I'm a tiny little baby. What are you doing? Don't stop eating. And I'm like, okay, I'll stop. Fine. And then like hour later, 2 hours later, it's like, excuse me, host. I am famished, actually. Could you grab a chip or two? Something to just fill your belly? And then I'm like, I literally ate, like, I don't know, 2 hours ago. What are you talking about? I tried to eat more and you said no. And it's like, yes, but that was at that time. Okay. Now my feelings are very different. Like, it's so annoying. I mean, maybe that's a good thing because, like, you'll cafe hop. Why is that so hard for me to say? Cafe hop. And then, like, you'll eat a little bit. And then the next cafe takes, like, 3 hours to get to. And then you're like, perfect. I'm in a snacky mood again. Right? Imagine if she rebrands as a crab. Imagine though, would you still love me? Do you understand now? Do you understand why I suddenly went in chat and Discord and I was like, guys, would you still love me if I was a worm? And everyone failed the freaking test. Everyone was like, no, I would not love you as a worm. What are you saying? Mega lay in bed with a little bell, making Brogu do stuff for her. Evil Mega be like, I celebrate my birthday and I like money. Give me it. Excuse me. I couldn't muster it out. Evil Mega is like, what do you mean you spent hours on this beautiful piece of artwork? Move. Where's the money? Darling. We're all a little bit Evil Megas declares she's gonna complete Subnautica and it would be a lie because she's evil and she's a liar. FOMO, fear of missing out. Society, stab new time. I know it's legal to drink in the US. Yeah, but like there's a term, right? Like how 16 is like sweet 16, so 21 is like something. If I'm lucky, I'll get cake for my birthday and that's it. Yeah, exactly. I relate to you so hard. It's like, if I'm lucky, I'll get a cake. And if I'm even luckier, it's cheesecake. It's the type I like. Because I'm not a big cake person. But cheesecake, I will devour. So, if I get a cake, cool. Thanks. If I get a cheesecake, it's like, let's go! But yeah. What was I talking about? Basically, I feel like it's just because society tries to gaslight you into thinking that your birthday should be this whole debacle and spectacle or something, and then you kind of get influenced by it, and then when it isn't that, it isn't all it's chalked up to be. Like, you start getting sad all on your own, even though it's just like any other day. Like, you know, I don't know. I feel like that's how it is. I think that's the psyche behind it all. Where it's like, I need to like recondition myself to be like, it's just another day. It's just another day. Okay. Maybe it's like a nice if you like had people who you could like kind of just like, it's my birthday, so hand it over or do this for me, promise, or something like that. My gosh. If someone, oh my god, I just thought of something like ultimate pickup line. It's your birthday and someone's like, what do you want for your birthday? Ultimate pickup line. I want you to leave me the frick alone. I'm kidding! I'm kidding! I honestly, like in an ideal world, I would actually be like, I want this and this and this, but in reality, I'd probably chicken out and be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be a leech. No, it's okay. Oh my gosh, like I feel like actually I hate that. I'm thinking about it. And I would hate that if someone was like, what do you want for your birthday? Because me asking for something is a cardinal sin. So me having to be like, oh, I actually want this. I know, oh my gosh, I'm the problem, guys. You know how like in those like manhwa, where it's like, guys, communicate, just communicate. Oh, I'm the problem. Communication is a threat to me. Because like, I want things, but I feel like voicing them out to another person or telling someone, even if they ask, be like, what do you want? And I'll be like, oh, I want this. Is like, so, like, it makes me feel like I'm a terrible person. And it's crazy because when you were a kid, you'd be like, you know, like when I was a kid, I would have probably benefited from having someone ask me what I want. Because like when I was a kid, I vividly remember every single time. The only time I would get gifts is in school because it's mandatory. Someone in this classroom is legally mandated to give me something. Otherwise, Christmas, birthdays, I'm not saying I was devoid of gifts, okay? But like, it wasn't really like a tradition or any sorts. Like, maybe if I'm lucky, you know? It'll happen, maybe, I can't recall. Like, you know, gift of life, am I right? But like, in school, you were like legally mandated, for legal reasons, that is a joke, to like receive a gift from someone else, right? Because you joined, right? Yes, it was mandatory. Because, I feel like it was parents who would buy it. So like, you know, like it would be bad for kids if you like, were like, oh yeah, my kid's not participating. And then your kid would like look at everyone exchange gifts. Like that would be pretty freaking heartbreaking. So as kids, it was mandatory. Right? I feel like it's a Pinoy thing. It's kind of like Pakisama. Like you don't want to be KJ. Like you don't want to be... KJ is like killjoy. So if you don't like... Filipinos are so good at peer pressure, guys. But like, it carries over to even work. Where if like the gang decides to do a Christmas like exchange gift or something like that, everyone has to join in, or else if you say no because it's out of your budget or something like that, like you kind of get like subtly ostracized, you know, where it's like even if they understand it's legitimate, there's always a shift in the vibe, you know, like you kind of become outsider at that point. I mean, there's still a chance if you participate, you'll become an outsider, but hey, shoot your shot, am I right? But as a kid, I remember crying every single time. Do you know why? Because for some reason, the parents of the kid that would get my name would either mistake me for a man, for a boy, or they would just give me a thoughtless gift. I am realizing again that gift giving is my love language, because when I was a kid, I would desperately to my parents be like, you have to get this gift because I heard them say that this is their dream gift and we need to get it and it's within budget. I would like do calculations. I would like fight for the person who I had to give a gift to, being like, imagine how happy they would be if we got this gift for them. Like I would be so happy. Like I was like so happy to be able to give them, like if they receive their gift. I remember giving away a very like cool gift when you were a kid, where it's like a wand where it's like hearts and pink and sparkly, and it like lights up and is like battery operated. It has like a magical, it was very like a coveted, you know, that kind of like street cred kind of gift. And I remember like they opened their gift and kids swarmed around them and they're like, oh my god, that's so cool. And I remember being so happy. And then I received my gift. And I was a kid, okay? Maybe as an adult, it'd feel different. But I was a kid and I received a hand towel. And I freaking cried, guys. I was in like kindergarten. I was in kindergarten and grade school, and I was like, you knew that you were giving a gift to a kid and you give them a hand towel? What the frick? It was blue too. Not to say anything, but like, I did not like blue. I hated it. I was like, is this even reaching the minimum? And it was so sad. It was so sad for child Megu. Because as a child, who gets happy at like a hand towel? I was so sad. Even worse, there was another on the next year level or whatever. It was like, kind of like more grand this time, because you would go to the front to receive your gift. So they would like gather the gifts, and then like they'd put the names, and then they'd pick up the gift, and they're like, this gift is for Megu. And then I went to claim my gift, right? Can anybody guess what gift I got? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bars of soap. They were bars of soap for men. You know how like those like soap that are like for guys and for girls depending on their like smell or something? And they thought I was they didn't even bother to check my gender. It wasn't even like a cutesy girl soap where it's like, papaya or sakura flower. They gave me soap for a guy. And I was once again devastated. I was like, once, can I just get once where I get a gift and it's something that I mildly like? Mildly. Sticky Mego, apparently. I was a child. Even if that were the case, how spiteful could you be? If you didn't mean anything and you just gave someone soap, best case scenario, you were thoughtless. You didn't care about this freaking kid. Just give them soap. Maybe they had like soap lying around they bulk bought and they're like, just give them that soap. That way we don't have to spend anything. No, it did not smell good. It smelled cheap. Okay? And I was a kid. Who gives a kid soap? And if you did have malicious intent and you're like trying to tell this kid they're stinky, like why would you do that? Like, was it a jab towards the parents being like, I gave your kid soap because you should really give your kids some hygiene lessons because they need the soap? Like, towards a kid. That's if you had ill intent, right? I love you, worm. Gonna sleep, happy birthday. Oh my gosh, wait, Aurora, good night. Oh, they're probably gone already. And Joe is also in look mode. Thank you. In my school, we celebrate our teacher's birthday, but not the students. What? I think maybe it's a Filipino thing. Maybe that's it. They give you a shirt or a handkerchief or something, man. Yeah, they're like the most generic. There's no thought to the gift at all. I would always go crazy trying to please. Maybe I'm just a people pleaser. Maybe my gift language isn't gift giving. I'm just a people pleaser, but I legitimately would be happy if the other person is happy with my gift, right? So what's the point of giving someone a gift and they're like devastated by it? It's always like that rarely gets reciprocated. Socks would have been better than freaking bars of soap. Bars of soap? Like, we had a rule where if you give someone a gift, you're not allowed to give food. Why? Because food don't last. If you eat a food, it's gone. The gift is gone. So it has to be like something that you can, like, you know, it will last. Like, you know, a thing. Bars of soap don't even last. They dissolve when you use them. But what are they gonna do? Police the parent? So if a parent just doesn't care enough, they could be like, yeah, just give it soap. Oh, soap isn't allowed because it dissolves and doesn't last? Who the frick cares? What are they gonna do? Arrest me? Give that freaking child that soap! Stinky Mega, apparently. I am insulted. I am anything but stinky. Okay? could dry off with a towel. I can see the reason. Hi, Nick, by the way. Thank you for the greeting. The gift we always wanted versus what we got. To be for me, I'd be thankful that I at least got something that my parents bought, even if it's just a water bottle. Well, yeah, I would be thankful if it was my parents, right? If it was my parents, I would be grateful, even if they didn't get me anything. I'd be like, gee, mom, thanks for paying the rent. That's my kid self-talking. Thanks for paying the rent, mom. Thanks for not throwing me out into the streets, mom. That was kid Megu, okay? That was my mindset, alright? But when you're a kid and it's like mandatory and you're like, it's like a gift exchange situation, it's pretty bad, right? I hated it. And my mom would also be pretty pissed. She's like, oh my gosh, my child, my poor daughter, she always gets picked by the people who don't really give a rat's ass about the children. Like, they'll give this child a picture frame. They'll give this kid, I don't know, half a sock. Like, one half of the sock, other half of the sock is missing. They would give that. Cause like, what are we gonna do about it? What would we do to the parent who just didn't care? They just didn't have the societal niceties to be like, yeah, sure, let's put effort into this child and think about what would make a child happy. You know? This is turning into like a rant stream. What led to this conversation? This was fun to hop in, have to sleep, not take care of my health. Thanks and happy birthday, Mike. I'll remember you. Thank you so much, Nick. I hope you rest well and take good care of yourself. Yes, thank you for hopping in. But yeah, the Chronicles of Child Meg, which is why I'm so shocked as well. This is why I'm like trying to tell you guys, like, my life has been crazy. So I do really appreciate all the nice things you say or do, you know. And I'm trying my best not to like be too Debbie Downer, but like I feel like that's become my coping mechanism of like, haha, I hate myself, ha 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 ha, like laughing about it. And then I get the vibes like everyone is so nice, and I'll be like, Megan, no, don't say that about yourself. Oh, how dare you say that way about speak that way about my best friend, about my freaking OCU. But at this point, it's become like a habit, and I'm trying not to like do that, because like I feel like a lot of people will say like, oh my gosh, you're just like doing it so people will like praise you or something. I genuinely don't. Like, literally, we had this like journal thing, and it's so sad to reveal this, but like there was a section that said, what do you like most about yourself? And I couldn't answer for the life of me. It's genuinely like from the bottom of my heart, I couldn't even lie on paper, and I just left it blank. They'll probably won't notice. It was passed around or whatever. I didn't want to be like, I need to like, you know, have my existential crisis in this like freaking harmless, innocent activity that they want us to think about. Oh my gosh! Happy birthday! Thank you so much for the happy birthday! Hello, Chaotic! But genuinely, I couldn't put down anything. To be in job interviews, they ask what you're good at, and I can never answer anything to those. Those I've lied at. Well, I don't think I've had what you're good at. They're mostly like, what's your strength, what's your weakness? Well, what you're good at, that's another way to say it. But like, I always like do reviews of like YouTube, like, what's the best answer? You know, it's like, oh, how perfect I am. They're like, oh, if they ask you what your weakness is, just lie. Just say something that can still be a strength. But like, that was like, it was some sort of like retrospective, like, ooh, look within yourself. And I was like, what do I say to this? Because I genuinely could not think of anything that I should have just written like my voice or something. But I don't really even particularly like my voice. I like tolerate myself, I guess. I like tolerate myself. You know, why do you want to work here? Money. I know, right? Low-key, I don't get the point of like those kinds of job interviews because like what, do you expect people to not lie? Of course I'm here for the money. What do you think I'm like passionate about? What is this, your rubber tires company? No. I read up on your company and I'm telling you words you want to hear so you'll hire me and pay me. Like, let's be real. I want money. I wouldn't be here if I didn't need to pay rent. Everybody knows that the answer 99 of 37 somehow it's taboo to say out loud. I know, right? Then you say money and they're like, we're not hiring you. They want you to shill how good their company is. Yeah, I've had to do that. Every time I go for an interview, I have to look up the company and like pick out things from their mission and vision. Be like, I really believe in the vision you have for your company. I really do truly believe, and it's really special and I really admire it, and I think it aligns well with my values as well. For my first job interview, I also looked up on YouTube what to expect. Yeah, it's just good to like refresh, you know, you're not caught off guard, you know, being like, what should I say, how should I phrase it, you know, just kind of like figure out a template and like insert, replace, substitute some words, you know. And they're always like, guys, we know if you're just like ChatGPT, like, you know, not really meaning it. I'm like, no, you don't. Clearly you don't. You hired me. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh, imagine if like they find out and they're like somehow put the 2 and 2 together and they're like, how dare you? They wanted you to shill. That's why I never asked this question in an interview, but my boss asks this all the time. I don't know, it's just like, it doesn't matter, bro. I'm like, God, if I didn't need to pay my rent, I wouldn't want to work here. Who wants to work? You know what I mean? Like, I could be, I don't know, frolicking in the grass. That's also a lie. I would be frolicking in the grass in my dreams while I am asleep, dead asleep. In my bed. Well into the afternoon. That's what I want. Okay, this is a need. Okay, you should be asking, why do you need to work here? Money. Money. You know the answer. What else do you think? Why else do you think? What are you here for? Why are you working this job? Why are you interviewing all these people? Money. What the frick? Eh? It just bought me. Eh? Chikawa! Wait, thank you! Oh, thank you for the gifts! Oh my gosh, Monster Hunter, let's go! Monster Hunter! Chikawa. Yes! Oh my gosh, Chikawa! Oh my, I'm gonna be surrounded by Chikawa. Big gifter. Just like goes in and out of consciousness, and every time they go inside their conscious, they press another button. Do it, and then it's like, Dono, gifted sub, throne. More food for sushi too. Yeah, let's go. Thank you for also making it lighter on my load for. And having sushi experience the life of luxury. Thank you, Boo Boo. Me and Biba have talked extensively about Chikawa. The Timu. Excuse you? The Timu Labubus? Labubus is the Timu Chikawa. It's even insulting. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I was rage baited. I don't mean to trash on people who treasure their labubus. You know, people have their tastes and labubus have their charm. Okay? But don't you dare say that again. I will come for you, Snake Guy. You have like your red card. Okay, you've been threading on the silver line. Okay. Meg will be full of Chico stuff now. Yeah, it's so cute because like I didn't buy it. But I thought about it. Because like if ever there's like a 9 99.9999999% chance that me and Biba will never meet IRL, but Biba likes Chikawa, but she likes Hachiware. She's a Hachiware liker. I am a Chikawa liker. And I saw this keychain. You know those keychain where they kind of hug each other? They like magnet to each other. They're kind of like pair each other. So like I saw one Chikawa and Hachiware and I was like, oh, that would be so cute if I had the Chikawa one and Biba had the Hachiware one. Because I showed her I have like a that's a different cup. That's a ceramic mug. But I saw this like promo like beer mug of, it's like a set of Chikawa and Usagi and Chikawa, Hachiware, Usagi kind of beer mug. I want to show it to you, but I should take a picture of it where I'm not like doxing myself. But it's so cute and it was like not bad for its price. That's why I could justify buying it, because I was like, this is just like buying a good mug. Like it's fine. And it was so good, right? And I showed it to her and that was the trigger, being like, oh yeah, we love Chikawa Hachiware, oh it's so good, oh like stuff like that. And I showed her the makeup that I Chikawa-fied and she's like, oh I wish I had Chikawa makeup. And I'm like, it's okay Biba, this is self-made Chikawa makeup. I just have normal makeup and then I put stickers on it to make it a collab with Chikawa. I can like gaslight myself and be like, I have the world's only Chikawa lip stain. I just bought stickers and then expertly melded it into the bottle. Mega will be full of Chikawa stuff now. Chikawa supremacy. Yeah! Mega instantly bite on it, Lamau. How dare you in my sleep-deprived state. True, my BT mo Funko Pops. I will not engage. Happy birthday, Mega Usagi's the goal. Hello, Sonic! Oh my gosh, Sonic's in my stream. Let's go, Sonic. Usagi's the goat. I have to watch Chikawa. I know how that sounds, but I have to finish watching Chikawa. I've only seen clips. I have to sit down and watch the whole series, like, chronologically. I don't know if I ever visit someone and see that they have a Funko Pop. I'm never interacting with that person again. I mean, me... I don't really... Yeah, like, if someone has Funko Pops, you know what, if it makes you happy and you have the money to afford it, go ahead, buddy. But I personally do not like Funko Pops. They do not inspire joy within me. Same with Labubus. They're just not to my taste. Whenever someone says like, I'm always looking for like a new anime hotspot, even if I don't buy anything, it's nice to like just look at things, you know. And like I remember when a relative told me, oh yeah, no, there's an anime shop here, and then she took me there and then it was just a bunch of Funko Pop. It was a bunch of Funko Pops and I'm like, ah, yes. Dropping off now, bye Mega. I hope you're having a great birthday. Thank you so much, Gamma. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for making such beautiful art. I shall treasure it until I die. Until I return to the earth and become one with the earth. I will treasure it. I want to print it out so bad. Thank you for sending it on Discord so I can print a higher quality one. I shall print it out. Yay, it's gonna be huge. I'm gonna show you after I print it out. Maybe I should print multiple copies. Would you mind if if ever I were to do merch again, I like just have it as a freebie? Because I feel like I'm not allowed to have it be printed, or maybe I should print it myself. But like I don't like the quality of like just on bond paper. I know that's cheap, but like Funko Pops. Oh, they didn't look interesting to me. Go ahead. Thank you! I was given a Funko Pop as a gift years ago. I had to sell it at this point, so I'm just haunted by it in the storage! No! Oh my gosh. That's kind of nightmarish, because like, if it's like a... Maybe you have the chance for the funniest thing in the rebranding and make the memes real. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you talking about Gorigu? I will not be Gorigu. Are you talking about it? Sorry, I'm like readjusting myself in the chair. Because I did the sit with 2 feet and and I'm like, this can't be good for my back. What are you speaking of, Snake Guy? Excuse me. Speaking of new hobbies, I recently started Pokemon TCG. And by recent, I mean like literally today. I've been fed Pokemon card propaganda because I was never interested in it. I feel like I have had many things where I could have been interested. Mai-chan, arigatou! Tsubu-chan, arigatou! Thank you, Mai-chan! Happy birthday! お誕生日おめでとう。これからも頑張ってください。ありがとう。これからも頑張りますよ。みんなの応援で。めっちゃ頑張ります。はい。みんなの応援が力を、分けてくれるので。分けてくれるの？With everyone's support is giving me strength. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Arigato. Sorry guys, I'm feeling awkward. I just want to say like thank you so much for all the donos. Okay, they're not here anymore. Some of them aren't here anymore, but thank you so much. I feel like I just can't help myself because we talked about this of like just say thank you and move on. But I've kept thinking about it in the back of my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh. No, but really thank you so much. Hontou arigato. Take this from a TCG player. I took it because you literally can't get any cards right now. Mega, now's a really bad time to start. They can't even print enough cards to fulfill demand. Yeah, I am not planning to buy packs just yet. Mega, for the love of God, don't become a card scalper. I would never. If I was gonna become a scalper, I would have become one a long time ago. Okay, times were rough. Times were rough. Okay, nice dupa. Like, but I've become like really like I feel like I have a lot of hobbies that I would love to have this hobby, but I gaslight myself into thinking it's not really that good. Okay, because like it's an expensive hobby. So like cards is one of them. I've seen recently there's been like more anime stuff, I guess, coming into the city. And so like sometimes there'll be pop-ups, and there was one time where there was a pop-up of like someone, you know those like YouTube shorts where they're like in like stalls, like rows of stalls. It wasn't like rows of rows, but it was like a small area where people would like trade or sell TCG cards. And I saw the price of one of the Sylveon Evolution cards, and it was like, what was it, like 12k? I was like, what? Are you crazy? Who would pay that much for a card? Many would pay for that card. I know. But I was like, that's wild. And it made me stay away again. But I feel like if I'm just, the one that attracts me the most about cards is the artwork. So I was like, you know, if it's just the artwork for now, you know, it's always like with a new hobby. I'm just gonna try the free to play one first. Like the TCG one. And then I'll just like do my best to collect as many pretty looking Eevee cards. I started really getting into it, and I was looking at binders today, and it was like a pink Eevee themed binder. All the evolutions were on it, and then if you flipped it, Eevee was on the back. It was so cute, and it was pink. How much more perfect can it get? Hello, Wrong Set. Thank you for the happy birthday greeting. Thank you. But truly, I was like starting to really get sucked into it. But I was like, I looked at the prices, right? They're not good, guys. I was like, for a pack? Like, yeah. I'm like, gosh dang it. I feel like Pokemon TCG is like the perfect trap for me, because it is gacha, because like the packs are basically like gacha rolls, and it is Pokemon, right? And it's art. I love good art. And so I have become more open. There's no sound fun because Pokemon addiction fun. No, we like to joke about it here, but I actually am. Nothing will thwart my love for VTubing. No matter how addicted I become to another hobby, to a gacha game, I would never attempt it if it meant jeopardizing VTubing funds. Megumi might like Prismatic Sylveon. I probably would. I got an Eevee card today from the TCG card game. Yeah, I was thinking of that. I was like, it would be perfect to stream too, because I feel like there's just something satisfying about like opening packs and like shuffling the cards to like show chat. And I probably would stay like a casual collector of like just purely on the, because like I've started getting fed the algorithm of like people collecting cards for the fun of it. I've had people where it's like, oh, this is my binder and I'm collecting cards from this specific artist. There was like from the clay artist, the one with the clay, and then there was another one, and then another person who's like, oh, I'm doing a collection of just this Pokemon. And I was like, oh my gosh, evolution cards would go so hard. I would be so happy with that. And yeah, I feel like that's what really like is like calling onto me right now, because like back then I got really turned off because like I did have a TCG phase, but it was not legit cards. Should I be saying that? I did a short about it of like how we would go to this like suspicious shady shop where everything was cheap, and we would like buy stuff from there for like reselling. Not in a bad way, but like, you know how like you'll buy junk food or something, or cola. And then we would see like packs of cards and they were like suspiciously cheap, and they didn't come in booster packs at all. They came in like decks of cards. So I feel like they weren't real from like legit ones, but they were still pretty to look at. But then I grew up, and then those probably weren't real, but then I also like, whenever I would come into contact with the TCG community, it was like people being so obsessed about the price and being like, oh, I really want this card because it's worth like $50,000. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, eh. You know what I mean? But then recently I've been getting fed of people being like doing it for the love of the game. There's like stands who were like, people will donate their cards and be like, oh, could you give this to like a kid who's like really just getting into Pokemon? Or like they'd give like free cards to these kids who aren't in a mindset of like scalping or whatever it is, whatever the card is worth. They don't care. They don't freaking care. They like Pikachu. They like freaking Venusaur. So they just want the Venusaur cards. And it's so cute. And I'm like, oh, this is so sweet. Now I understand why so many people got into like, you know, the TCG. And so I was like, you know what, I'll partake. I'll partake in the free-to-play version. I feel like every 12 hours you get to rip open a pack. It's not really good for like gratification streams, so it might be an offline stream thing, but they do have those like R glasses, and right now they have the 30th anniversary one, so perfect time to jump in. Maybe I'll save the hourglass stuff to like do a pull on stream. But if ever I do get into the hobby, I would love to do like a pull on the TCG and then like, you know, like transition into physical cards. I feel like I'll also hold off having physical cards because I really don't have space here right now. So, like, I think that I feel like someday I'll get a place where I can like, you know, store my hobbies, you know? I keep like looking, I keep seeing whenever there's like pop-up stores or like, you know, those secondhand stores, and I keep seeing evolutions. There's like Ditto evolutions, there's like Eevee. Today I saw Eevee plush. It was like 550 and I was almost tempted. I was like, gaslighter mode. I was like, you may not celebrate your birthday, but you can buy an Eevee plush on your birthday and it counts, right? Like, that can be your celebration because you don't celebrate. So like that can be your celebration. I was like so tempted. I was like, I really want that Eevee plush, but I was like, oh, it's not realistic, it's not practical, it's not. I was like, Not right now, Megu. Not right now. I don't know. I don't know. It got me thinking of like, will I ever reach that stage in my life where I can be like, oh, this is my home. It doesn't have to be in my name, but it's my home, and I get to have a room to myself, and I get to just have my stuff on here, and it's going to be a bunch of like Eevee stuff and Pokemon stuff and stuff like that, you know. Come on, Mega, find my Dragonite deck. I'm gonna make like a fairy deck. Gotta go do some work stuff for tomorrow. I'll rewatch the stream later because I definitely missed the announcement. Julia, by the way, thank you for the Chikawa fan. I saw the email. Throne emailed me. Throne keeps emailing me. Throne is more excited about my birthday than I am on my birthday. Throne's like, Megu, it's your birthday! Megu, it's your birthday! Let your fans know! Megu, tell your fans it's your birthday! Tell them to buy you stuff! I'm like, calm down! Oh my gosh! Actually, Throne liked my birthday tweet. Throne liked my birthday tweet. I didn't tweet about because I didn't, I didn't want to be like, I wanted to play it cool. I want to be like, yeah, Throne liked my tweet, so what? Other people get replies. I got likes. Probably proxy cards are a business in itself, probably less than Pokemon TCG scene. I'll beat your butt in TCG. I literally just talked about how I would be a casual player and a collector purely for the art, and you're like, I'm gonna beat you up, Megu. I'm gonna beat you up. Come meet me in the back alley and fight my Dragonite deck. I was pretty addicted to Pocket TCG when it first got released. Honestly, my impatient ass cannot. My excitement kind of deflated because like it's day one for me, right? It's day one for me on the TCG, and I like pulled 2 packs and then they were like, come back tomorrow in 12 hours. I'm like, what do you mean come back in 12 hours? I want to keep gotchaing because there's no way for me to play the game so that I can keep earning something so that I can more pulls. They're like, come back in 12 hours. I'm like, okay, fine. Happy birthday, Megu. Kate's there. Thank you, Kate. See you, Mega. See you, chat. Fairy doesn't exist in TCG. You're lying. Sylveon's in TCG. Sylveon's a fairy type. Sure, it happens in a lot of Pokemon games. Plenty of Pokemon games. Wait, didn't that happen in your Nuzlocke? Alright, I'm ending this. I'm kidding. Sometimes I feel like I joke in the chat, like, gets nervous. They're like, oh my gosh, Mega, please! Please don't! I didn't mean it! Mega, please! I'm sorry! I'm like, I'm joking! Calm down! I'm joking! Pink Pokemon aren't real, Megu. Stop it! I literally remember when I restarted my save on Scarlet and Violet. I'm playing it normally now because we tried to do a Nuzlocke because it's so much better looking on the Switch 2. Dang, it looks so much better on the Switch 2. The textures are actually crazy, insane, and different. Like, I swear the textures are super different. Like there's a shine to the fish now. If you know what I mean. Like there's shiny, shimmy, splendid. But I'm playing it, I'm trying to make a full pink team. So don't tell me pink Pokemon aren't real. I hope you enjoyed the gift. I remember you saying it gets pretty hot there, so I think it'll be useful. Well, yeah, thank you. This is going to be the first fan, like handheld fan I've ever owned because it was popular since way back then. I would see like my classmates have it and they'd be like, oh. And then some people would be like sassy and they'd be like, God, can't they just like fan themselves? They have to do like this rechargeable thing. I purely got it because yes, it gets very hot, and also I've been doing makeup recently more. So like sometimes when you're doing makeup, when you're doing like skincare, whatever, like sometimes you want the formula or whatever to dry. So I was like, this is the perfect chance because they released a Chikawa fan. They released a Chikawa fan. I will now be in possession of Chikawa fan. So thank you, Julia. Thank you. Oh my gosh, is that the amazing I Shinju on my birthday? Happy uppity birthday, Megu. Thank you, Aicha. Thank you. What? They rebranded the fairy type Pokemon and TCG as psychic now? Why? Sorry, am I blowing your ears out? Just kidding, I'm not sorry. I'm yelling into the mic. Why would they do that? Life hacked hair dryer works as well. I don't have a hair dryer. I kind of want one. I feel like it would be nice for my hair. But I feel like the fan is cheaper than getting a hair blower. TCG Pocket is reduced types. You didn't believe me? I didn't believe you. I didn't believe it when you said like, oh, fairy types don't exist. I'm like, Sylveon's right there. Sylveon's a fairy type. What are you talking about? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you, Alex. Fairy deserves to exist. Yes! What is she saying? I can't hear her. Mego, please, my ears, they're not the same. They've never been the same anymore. I wanna do a karaoke all of a sudden. Soon. Not tonight, but soon. I don't know. I'm trying to think of Ina's Takodachi song. The Ina Takodachi song. What was it like? It was like Evolution, leave it all to me. Maybe just a touch of purple ink. What you think? Tell me what those legs are for. You could use 6 more. I'm bright like the swan. Swan. Swift like a dove. Hello, Mofutari Megumi. I'm Min Posen A postal admin from Indonesia. New subscriber here. Nice to meet you and happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you for being a new subscriber. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay. At least Hypno is the best fairy type. No. Oh! Sorry. Maybe this is a perfect time to end the stream. The birthday bird is getting sleepy because we woke up at 4 a.m. and it is midnight. My birthday is about to end actually in like 3 minutes. This is the perfect time to end the stream. And those people is like, the world is my oyster. I'm celebrating my birthday for years for like months. So like it's my pre-birth month. It's my post-birth month. It's my birth month. This Nuzlocke being shiny only when? That's never gonna happen, I don't think, unless we reset the program in miraculous ways and turn it into, you know, a more forgiving place. A more forgiving place for you and me. And for all the shinies. In 2 minutes, you can celebrate the day after your birthday. Should be a worldwide holiday or something. Let's go. What? Oh my gosh. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh, Mitsasi. Why did you delete it? Why did you delete it, Mitsasi? You too good, agree? You have 1 minute. You have 1 minute. It's about to be midnight. Your grading will no longer be accurate. Happy birthday, Megu. Thank you, Mitsasi. We at our post office wish you all the best. May this be your best birthday yet. Thank you so much. You made it in time. Made it on time. Yeah, Anyways, yeah, I think it's time for the closing remarks. Time for the closing remarks. I just want to say, like, thank you so much. Really, I really do appreciate it. I'm trying not to be like too over dramatic about it anymore because I feel like people are starting to get tired of it. But like, I genuinely am very grateful for all the support everyone does. Like, I genuinely don't have the confidence, although this is a bit shy to say because like maybe like, oh, Meg's not strong enough, she doesn't have internal motivation. I do, but like I genuinely feel like it would have been a very hard journey to convince myself to keep going if I didn't have everyone supporting me each step of the way. And you know, I really do appreciate everyone's gifts on my birthday. I've received so much more from everyone than I've ever had in my whole life, and I'm really grateful for it. And I'm no longer the birthday girl, but I still feel like one every day because of all of you. You know, every day is a birthday for this burb. But yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, TLDR, the announcement that I am going to be rebranding, and it's all thanks to you. Because of everyone's support, I wouldn't have ever been able to have my dream artist be willing perhaps to work with me, and I wouldn't have been able to afford their services if it weren't for everyone's support. And I would also like to thank you for the PC. I really do appreciate it. I genuinely do mean it that I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am right now if it weren't for everyone here today, of like being so very compassionate and kind and just believing in me when no one else did or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. I feel like I've said it too much. Blah, blah. Sorry, I couldn't keep my straight face until the end. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I don't take your blessings lightly at all. I just want you to know that. So yeah, I know that I am very privileged and very blessed to have you all, and that I'm so grateful, and that you guys are a one of a kind, and I treasure you all deeply. Yes, I'm sorry I can't do this. Thank you for attending my chill, just chatting birthday where I just yapped about nothing and announced that I'm deshelling and evolving into my true verb form. Thank you. I hope you look forward to it. All my projects that I'm hoping to work on someday. Bye. Bye. Happy birthday, Megu. Your birthday. Thank you. Lost but not forgotten. Thanks for sharing a part of your special day with us, Megu. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sparing some of your time to indulge me on my special day too. Okay, bye for real now. Bye.